Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. We're brought to you by Pinnacle Telecom. We use it for our station's phone and our new fast fiber internet service. And they're locally owned and operated and serving the business community in the River Valley. You can also get a live person when you call them. And it is always easy to order service and get customer support. And they have a fantastic fiber optic network. And you got to call it and take advantage of the newest and fastest internet with Pinnacle Telecom. Just give them a phone call today at 479-242-0000 to find out the latest details and all the information with Pinnacle Telecom. We have a few of you texting in, by the way. I think we got our Facebook stream up and working now, so don't worry about that. We were having some technical difficulties this morning, but hey, that's good because at least we know that a lot of you like to listen on the Facebook stream and make it happen. But that's why we have Matty T, and we pay him the big bucks over here to make sure that these issues get resolved. Is that right, Matty T?
I think you may want a refund today.
No, man, it's all good. It's all good. We're having fun here on the Morning Rush. If you want to get on the conversation, call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline as we have Matt, who is in Mansfield. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, what's up, John? Good morning, man.
Good morning.
I'm actually driving to work. I'm coming to Greenwood, headed to the highway department up in Barling. But hey, guys, it's my birthday today, and I'm 23 years young.
Happy birthday, man.
And man, you just really inspired me when you opened up the show this morning. I think about my 23 years as growing up at my mom and dad's house and how they raised me to be a Razorback fan, and the word pride and tradition. And what tradition means to be a Razorback, to follow the Hogs, to call the Hogs, to stand in Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium, and when the Hogs come out, we call them out. And man, all I can say is, there's a lot of heat and everything, and I've called in complaining about the defense. You and Tony have heard me numerous times call in and complain about John Chavis' defense and our defense and this. But, guys, all I really want, I guess I could say for a birthday present, is just for the Hogs to finish strong, for the Hogs to maybe let John Stephen Jones come out or KJ Jefferson and play this next week against Mississippi State. Maybe run them both, maybe just run one. I was impressed with John Stephen Jones. I think he did a great job handling our offense. I mean, I think he did for the most part, considering that he's a young kid. He doesn't know a lot. He had first team reps maybe this last week for the first time. But guys, I just appreciate y'all letting me be on this morning, and I appreciate the 23 years I've been here and been able to be a Razorback fan. I would never exchange it for nothing in the world. And I can always say this: at least I am not an Oklahoma and LSU Tiger fan. So good morning to you guys. Hope y'all have a blessed day. And go Hogs, go.
Well, appreciate it, Matt, and once again, happy birthday, man. I get where you're coming from as far as your feelings towards being a Razorback fan. And, you say thank goodness you're not an OU or an LSU fan. Yeah, but it would be nice to be really good at football right now like those two teams are. That would be a nice trade-off, but I get what you're saying. And listen, I'm not going to try to get too sentimental on all of you here this morning, but as I'm sure most of you know, I grew up a Razorback fan. I grew up in the state of Arkansas, and that was something that was instilled into me and into my DNA, was being a Razorback fan. And I can't shake that. There's this certain stigma that you have to have if you're in the quote-unquote media, that you can't be biased. You can't have a rooting interest in any of the teams. And I try to be as professional as I can. I don't wear Razorback attire when I go into press conferences or games or anything like that. Now, I may wear Razorback underwear. That's another story. But I grew up a fan, and I can't shake that. And and seeing what is going on with the Razorback football program is it's pretty hurtful. I mean, it really is, because what this program is capable of, and what it's been about, and that even during times in history where you felt like it was down and you weren't really that happy with it, you at least were a respectable program. And right now, you're just not that. It's just uncharted waters for a lot of us to try to figure out what is going on and how does it get fixed. Because I'm telling you, for those of you that think that just firing Chad Morris is going to fix everything, first off, it's not going to happen overnight no matter what move you make. But second off, just by firing him, that's still going to more than likely lead to a few more years of having to rebuild. So, this is a very dangerous ground that we're finding ourselves in. And honestly, I can't sit here and tell you what the answer is or what they should do or what they have to do, because there's a lot of different directions that you could go with this. And you have to try to have belief and faith in Chad Morris and in this coaching staff that they'll be able to do it. But honestly, I don't know. But Chad Morris had this to say in his press conference yesterday about the quarterback issues.
Well, I think, again, it's something we've talked about several times up here, is just the consistency. And, when you look across the landscape of football in general at all levels, there's just the consistency of at the quarterback position. When you have that, then a lot of things line up for you and allow you to have success. When you're not as consistent, there's a lot of things that suffer. There's a lot of people that you start pressing and just it starts with the quarterbacks and starts with consistency at that position, and not just on this football team, but every football team across the country as you look at.
See, that's the thing, is he keeps bringing up consistency in the quarterback, which I agree with him. If you don't have a consistent quarterback or consistent quarterback play, you're not going to ever be very good. You're never going to be able to get over the hump. But the problem is with Arkansas is that it's not necessarily the players or the quarterback players themselves that have been unable to find consistency. It's also been with the coaching staff trying to be consistent with their decision-making in their quarterbacks. Listen, if you think that Ben Hicks is the guy, then go with Ben Hicks and just keep trying to work with him. If you think it's Nick Starkel, continue to try to work with him. But it is just weird, so weird that whoever starts the game is bad and the backup comes in and plays well. There is something to that, and it is weird. I wish I could explain it. I wish I could make sense of it, but I can't because I don't know. The Morning Rush brought to you by World of Wireless, your local Dish dealer. Call Ben at 877-305-DISH. That's 877-305-3474 to lock in your price for 2 years with Dish. Home DVR service, high def in every room. Movie channels for free for up to 90 days. If you call 877-305-DISH now and ask about bundling high-speed internet with Dish when you call WOW now. That's 877-305-3474. If you want to get on the conversation, call or text Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. We'll get to more of your phone calls and text messages coming up next on The Morning Rush.
This is Toyota Tuesday on The Morning Rush. Get by your local Toyota dealer for a test drive today. Toyota, let's go places.
We are celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales, and it's fall camping season. All remaining 2019 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and pop-ups are at rock-bottom closeout prices. Check out the 2019 26-foot Salem bunkhouse with outside kitchen, power awning, power jacks, slide-out, and fireplace. Only $23,952 or $246 a month. Thank you for 50 great years at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs or online at RazorbackCampersales.com.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
Hey, have you heard that ransomware attacks have increased by 500% this year?
Yeah, cybercriminals are targeting all types of businesses, encrypting their data and holding it hostage unless they pay up.
What if we're their next victim?
Don't worry, we have Barracuda to detect, prevent, and recover from ransomware and other advanced threats.
So we're secured?
Absolutely. We'll pay no ransom and keep this business up and running.
That's a relief.
Protect your business at Barracuda.com. Barracuda, your journey secured.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
I bet you're ready to finish that warm weather renovation. Whether you are a do-it-yourself remodeler or a full-time contractor, the paint store in Van Buren is friendly and special orders are no bother. Sue and Vicki, with over 30 years of experience, welcomes all your painting questions and will help you feel confident in your choices of colors from Richards Paint. The paint store is at 1414 Fayetteville Road in Van Buren. Come see them or check them out on Facebook today.
Fall is here, and the weather may not always be nice outside, but it's always nice inside. Keep your game sharp no matter the season on the TrackMan Simulator only at the Golf Nut. This is the same technology used on the PGA Tour for ball tracking on TV. The world's top players trust TrackMan when it comes down to data accuracy, and you can too. The Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith's #1 golf shop since 1994. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for daily specials. The Golf Nut.
Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative is excited to introduce Wave Rural Connect. They're bringing state-of-the-art high-speed fiber internet plus TV and phone services right into the homes of all members. If you're an Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative member, go to waveruralconnect.com to sign up. That's waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Always get more at Orr.
We always put the customer first at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Since 1924, the Orr family of dealerships has grown based on one simple principle. Give the customer more money for their trades and give them a lower price on their new vehicle. It's a simple concept, really, but one that very few dealers honor anymore. Hey, we know you paid a lot of money for your vehicle, and Orr Chevrolet wants to pay you the maximum amount for it today. Then we'll give you an awesome price on a new Chevrolet. But we're not done giving you more. Included with any new vehicle sold. Orr Chevy will also give you a lifetime powertrain warranty, 2 years of free maintenance, and free car washes for life. So come get a lower price and more money for your trade today at Orr Chevrolet on Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith and 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
You always get more at Orr.
Hello, would you like me to find workout classes near you?
There are no stores that sell glasses within 10 miles of your location.
There's enough artificial in the world. That's why Michelob Ultra is brewed with no artificial colors or flavors. With just 95 calories and 2.6 carbs. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. 2019 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. 95 calories, 2.6 grams carbs, 0.6 grams protein, and 0.0 grams fat per 12 ounces.
What does that mean?
It means they are the best of the best.
Okay.
It means that Jody'sAuto.com was voted by the people that deal with them.
Their customers.
As best at first getting the car in one of their 3 shops, quickly finding out what was wrong with it, fixing it right the first time, and charging the customers a fair price for the repairs.
Getting it in, getting it out quickly at a fair price. Huh.
Real simple. Jody'sAuto.com. Best of the best.
Jody'sAuto.com. One stop for the best tire brands at the best prices, price match guarantee, and these folks know tires. 3 oil change specials. One stop for all services, all repairs, all maintenance, towing, and fleets. 3 locations, 2 in Fort Smith and 1 in Van Buren. When you have made up your mind to live by 3 words, do what's right, being voted by your customers best of the best is quite an honor. Convenience and trust since 1984. Jody'sAuto.com, best of the best.
ESPN 95.3. We've heard some good things, and there's some things we need to work on. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning on a Toyota Tuesday. Be sure to check out all new 2019 Toyota vehicles at your local Arkansas Toyota dealer, including the Highlander with plenty of room up to 8 people, the stylish new Corolla, the work-ready family Tough Tundra, and the Go Anywhere 4Runner. Toyota, let's go places. I want to remind everybody that if you miss any part of the show, be sure to head over to hitthatline.com. Download the Morning Rush podcast, which comes out daily. Maddie T does a good job of putting it together and gets it done pretty quickly after the show as well. So if you missed anything, just go over and head out that up, subscribe to it, download it, let us know what you think, and be nice about it too. So that's the main thing. Also, you can also head to hitthatline.com for all types of different articles, podcasts, videos, everything going on with the Arkansas Razorbacks. Be sure to head over to hitthatline.com. All right, Maddie T, let's get into your Morning Rush update.
Here's your Morning Rush update. Chad Morris met with the media yesterday to preview the Razorbacks' upcoming game against Mississippi State, where he did not reveal who will start at QB on Saturday. The depth chart has Ben Hicks or Nick Starkel listed as QB1, but fans may lose their minds even more if they don't see John Stephen Jones or KJ Jefferson play a lot of snaps in the game.
Probably so.
I saw your Twitter poll yesterday. What were the end results? You said who?
Oh, yeah, because I was saying about my my NCAA football game that I've been playing on Xbox 360.
Who you were going to start.
Yeah, because I think that's more important, honestly,
really
of who is going to start.
I think more people are interested in that.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta pull that back up. I But at the time when I last checked it, it was John
It was.
Stephen Jones was leading the pack, which I was a little surprised by. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up because I think that the people have to know exactly.
They demand.
Yeah, they demand it, and seeing who it was. I don't know. I'll have to pick it up. Okay, John Stephen Jones still leading the pack. So
there you go.
I
So
guess I guess
hopefully
that's gonna...
Chad Morris is listening today.
I'm sure that's going to.
He
work.
doesn't have anything else going on.
Yeah, not at all.
The NCAA will meet today in Atlanta to formally discuss the possibility of allowing collegiate athletes to make money on their likeness and image. Although that's all fine and dandy, the real discussion they need to be having is if Connor Vanover will be eligible this season.
Seriously, what the crap? What is going on with this? Why is it taking so long? It's so frustrating.
And finally, Julia Rose, the Instagram model and angel sent from heaven, who flashed the camera behind home plate at the World Series Sunday night, has been banned from all MLB events indefinitely. I thought this was America.
Seriously, what happened to the good old-fashioned America and the freedoms that you have to express yourself? I can't believe that they're doing this to that poor woman.
And there's definitely a double standard because I've seen plenty of
seriously.
hairy-chested men take their tops off during games.
Yeah,
but be sure to head to hitthatline.com for all fantastic Morning Rush content and great Razorback coverage with articles, videos, podcasts, and more, only available at hitthatline.com.
There you go. Thanks, Matty T, for your Morning Rush update. We're also going to be doing a new segment here later in the show, too. It's funny. It's like all this stuff starts coming out when Tommy's gone. It's almost like when the boss is gone, you can actually start having fun. But we're going to be doing a new segment here on the Morning Rush called Scrubs and Dubs, which, if you keep up with the hip lingo, if you call someone a scrub, it means they're, they did something wrong.
Like you live at home with your mama.
Yeah,
oh, yes,
you're
boy,
just,
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're just you messed up. You're a loser. And then if dub, of course, means W, which victory, club dub. Remember that? Yeah. We may put club dub as a scrub. But either way, we're going to have some fun with that later in the show here as well. So we'll have some fun. We had a few people texting into our Cherokee Casino hotline. Ty from Fayetteville says, Morris starts John Stephen Jones the last 4 games, and we beat Mississippi State, Western Kentucky, and Missouri. Then Chad keeps his job. Are you going to be disappointed if he does keep his job? No, I'm not going to be disappointed. In fact, I'll be extremely happy. I think that if he can finish out the season with 2 SEC victories and then another non-conference game, that'll get him to 5-7, 2-6 in SEC play. I'm signing up for that. I don't know about y'all, but I would take that. However, I will be a little upset or at least a little frustrated if John Stephen Jones comes in and sets the world on fire, or at least is good enough to and competent enough to be consistent at the quarterback position, and then we're sitting there just throwing our arms up in the air saying, where was this? Where was this earlier? Why didn't he play earlier? That's almost the frustrating thing about it all is just, yeah, that's what you want. You want to see John Stephen Jones. You want to see KJ Jefferson. But what happens if they actually come in and do really well? To me, that would make me even angrier and more frustrated. But it's about finding consistency at the quarterback position. NCA Hogg from Yellville says, imagine coming into work, starting the show every day, knowing if you mess up one time, Tommy is going to pull you off the air for tie. Nobody can perform well like that, and that goes back to leadership. Well, first off, that's a terrible analogy because Tommy knows better. He would rather have dead air than have Ty replace me. Let's just be honest about it. But no, I see what you're saying, though. And that's my whole point of when I hear Chad Morrison, as we played the clip earlier, about finding consistency at quarterback. Of course you need consistency. I mean, you need consistency at every position. That's nothing new. But it's a matter of how can you find that consistency when you're playing and juggling quarterbacks all the time? I mean, if you think about it, folks, before the season started, we all felt confident, like 100% guarantee that the quarterback position was better this year than it was last year because you no longer have Ty Story, you no longer have Cole Kelly, and Connor Nolan I thought was pretty well, but he went on to move and play baseball. Smart move by him. But you replaced all those guys with Nick Starkel, Ben Hicks, and KJ Jefferson. All right, that seems to be an upgrade because then you got a quarterback that comes in and Starkel that has SEC experience, played at an SEC school, started at an SEC school. Then you have Ben Hicks. Yeah, he was at SMU, but hey, he played under Chad Morris and knows the system really well and can help out the other players in the team trying to learn the offense. And then you get a KJ Jefferson, highly recruited. Seems to be the prototypical type of player that you want for this system, where he has great athleticism and can beat you with his legs. He's built. He's durable. All those pieces coming together, you're like, duh, of course this is a better situation. Of course that they're going to be better at quarterback and at offense in general, because if you're better at quarterback, you're going to be better offensively regardless of what happens. But as the stat I threw out yesterday, and this is a tough stat. It's a tough stat to swallow, and probably no one wants to really hear about it. But if you look at the eight games, through 8 games this year compared to last year, check this out. Ty Storey and Cole Kelly combined for 56% completion percentage. 56% last year through 8 games. 1,878 yards and 16 touchdowns. That was Ty Storey and Cole Kelly through 8 games last year. Also, keep in mind, that includes a game where Connor Noland started and played the entire time against Tulsa. So those 2 players in Ty Storey and Cole Kelly didn't even play in an entire game. So essentially it's 7 games if you want to look at it that way. But that's through the first 8 games last year. You know what Hicks and Starkle have done? 53% completion percentage. 1,810 yards and 9 touchdowns. In those 3 statistical categories, and I don't have the interceptions in front of me, but I guarantee you it's higher now than it was last year because Nick Starkle's thrown 10 interceptions. Percentage-wise, the quarterback position is worse this year than last year, with guys that Chad Morris himself went out and picked, with Ben Hicks and Nick Starkle. And I know KJ Jefferson hasn't played yet, but you see what I'm saying. He went out and chose those guys. And the question gets thrown around a lot of like, well, he really wanted Kelly Bryant. And if he would have gotten Kelly Bryant, how different would this offense look? How different would everything look? Well, to me, I don't know if it would look any different. I mean, the guy struggling at Missouri, at least struggling to stay healthy. So I don't really understand that sentiment of, well, that was their guy, and if they would have brought him in, it all would have been different. This is not all on Chad Morris, folks. It's really not. I mean, I think everybody deserves a little bit of blame. I think Joe Craddock deserves some blame. I think John Chavis deserves some blame. I think that a lot of the players that are trying their best, they have to execute. There's no doubt. I mean, there are elements to this whole situation that's not just solely on Chad Morris, but he gets the blame because he's the head coach, and that's the way college football is. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's the way it is. So it's truly up to Chad Morris to try to figure out in these final 4 games, how in the world can he change it to where they win 2? Because in my opinion, he has to go 2-2 in the final 4 games to be able to stay. In my opinion. Because you can't go 0-16 in your first 2 years as SEC coach. I'm sorry. You just can't do that. I don't know any coach that survived that. And it's not even just that. It's about getting better. Good grief. Just show that you're making progress, that you're developing, that you're going the right direction. That's all I'm asking for.
He keeps saying that we're gonna win games. We've got 4 games. We're gonna win.
Yeah.
Do you believe him?
No. I mean, I get why he's saying it because, I mean, you want your coach to say that. I mean, you want him to be confident. Hey, yeah, we're going to win. Of course you want him to win. Everybody wants to win. But I just have
sometimes I appreciate an honest coach, too, you know?
No, I know. There's a nice balance.
Blame, you know?
Yeah, no, there's a nice balance you got to find. You got to find a balance between, all right, coming out and being real about it and also saying the right things at the right time, what the fans need to hear.
Did you saw the Bears head coach the other day coming out saying that he had horse blank play calls?
Yes, yeah.
I appreciate things.
Yeah, see, no, and that's the thing, is I do too. I really do. Like I said, but it's a balance. You don't want to two on his coach.
Yeah. Look, I know I suck.
Yeah. You don't want guys that coming out every single press conference be like, my goodness, this is awful. I don't know what I'm doing. Our guys suck. Like, yeah.
Coaching high school.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want that. You got to find a balance. But unfortunately for Chad Morris in these press conferences, which, again, I know that doesn't translate to wins and losses, but people want to hear about that stuff. They want to hear what you're doing to try to make it better. And honestly, he just has not done a very good job of translating his plan that he has in place to the fans through his press conferences, through his interviews. He just hasn't done a very good job. The Morning Rush brought to you by Metal Mart. They offer high-quality, prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, carports, and custom trim shops. Contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome with locations in Fort Smith, Mayflower, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, and Little Rock. Also see Metal Direct at 7420 Emar Drive, the unblock off University behind Napa Auto Parts. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. Homie is in Greenwood. What's going on, homie?
Hey, man, it's still all good in the wood, I'll tell you that.
Well, that's good.
Hey, I know we got quarterback problems, yeah, that's no doubt. But how is replacing the quarterback going to fix all the other problems we've got, guys? We've got defensive issues. We've got special team issues. The biggest issue we got up there is that coaching staff. Until we do something about that, ain't none of it going to be right. I'm going to hang up and listen to your opinion on that. Thank you.
Well, appreciate your phone call, homie. Listen, I agree. There's more problems than just quarterback. The reason why I emphasize the quarterback so much is because Chad Morris is an offensive guru, or at least that's what we were told. He's an offensive guy. He was able to be a great offensive coordinator at Clemson and turn things around at Clemson. And at SMU, he had players and offenses that broke records for yardage, for wide receivers, for quarterbacks, for running backs, all of that. He's an offensive guy. And in football, especially in college football, great offenses are predicated on quarterback play. And when we've gone through a season and a half, roughly, and seen at this point in time, my goodness, 6 different quarterbacks, and not one of them has been able to have any sort of success or consistency, that's problematic to me because that's supposed to be Chad Morris's wheelhouse. I get that the defense has their struggles. Don't get me wrong. The defense is not amazing. The special teams, they're not amazing. But I believe that you have enough talent at the skill positions. At wide receiver with Treylon Burks, my goodness, that guy is good. I mean, he has the ability to be the best wide receiver in Razorback history. He's got an NFL wide receiver written all over him. You got him. You got Trey Knox. You got Cheyenne O'Grady at tight end. That guy will play in the league. You got Rakeem Boyd. Like, you got guys in the skill positions. Guys that can play. Talented guys. But when an offensive guy and an offensive coach comes in, and you're essentially through 20 games now, which is what we're at now. They're about to be 20 games. And the offense has not taken that next step and has not been overly impressive. Then that's where the questions start to be risen of, is he the guy? Does he know what he's doing? Does his staff? Does he maybe need to make a change at offensive coordinator? I'm not totally sure. JT in Hot Springs texted in the Cherokee Casino hotline, says, what honestly makes anyone think that this coaching staff is going to figure it out the right guy to play at quarterback that will lead us to any more wins this year? Listen, I don't know of anything. I don't know any reason behind it. My whole point is that, as I have said before, and I will say it again, I am against firing coaches in the middle of the season unless it's just crazy circumstances. I judge coaches off seasons, not games. Because if there were coaches that were judged off games, you would have wanted Mike Anderson fired years ago. One bad loss set everybody off. But with Chad Morris, now he's had some bad losses. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like coaches deserve at least to the end of the season to see what happens. See if they get it turned around. Because, listen, there were people wanting to fire Jeremy Pruitt at Tennessee 2 weeks in. I mean, he lost to Georgia State for crying out loud. But now look at him. He's gotten it turned around a little bit, starting to get some wins. So I'm not saying there's one thing I'm pointing to. I'm like, this is why Chad Morris is going to get it turned around in these Final Four games. But I at least want to see. I at least want to see if it happens. I don't think that's too much to ask. Justin in Van Buren says, can we lose to Western Kentucky and win an SEC game and stay? Or can he lose to Western Kentucky and win an SEC game and stay? Yes, that's what I said. If these next two games against Mississippi State and Western Kentucky, if he wins them both, he will stay. He will stay. Now it'll be 4-8. He'll go 4-8, 1-7 in SEC play. Not setting the world on fire, but he did double his wins, and he won an SEC game. And that doesn't mean that there won't be any other coaching changes, because there may be some staff changes, maybe some coordinator changes, maybe. But I believe that if he wins 2 of these next 4, he gets another year. Nobody will really be happy about it, I'm sure, when they hear that, but that's how I feel. He will get another year.
That's the price of winning.
Is what? Getting another year.
Getting another year.
We win,
you're going to get another year.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works out. It's almost like that's how football or any type of sport works in that regard. Corey and Rogers says, to Chad's credit, he has been saying since day one, this is not going to be easy and he needs time, but what is the definition of time? 2 years, 5 years, or what? Listen, Corey, that's the question as far as time goes. But the issue here is not about time. People will give you time if you show direction. That's the thing, is this is not about fans only. Like when Chad Morris was hired, nobody was sitting back and saying, all right, Chad, 2 years. If you're not getting to 9 wins, you're out of here. No. People were saying that they want to see progression. They want to see you going the right direction. And that's not hard to do in 2 seasons. Because think about it, folks. If Arkansas finishes this season, or did finish, I don't think that's going to be possible. But say if they had gone 5-7 this year, beat San Jose State, beat Kentucky like they should have, and say they end up beating Western Kentucky. And those are their only wins. I don't think anyone's pumped up and excited, but finishing 5-7, 1-7 in conference play, with showing that you're developing, why not? I'd be all for it. But not at this point in time. It's hard for me to point to anything that says, okay, this is why Arkansas is going to win these games or why Arkansas should win these games or anything, because nothing's guaranteed at this point in time in Razorback football. Nothing. Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Dean is in Texarkana. What's going on, Dean?
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Listening, what I was thinking about was, and I've seen it in all levels. You know, you go from, you pick somebody that's a great offensive coordinator, you put them in a head coach position, and, you know, you don't get what you expect out of it. And I think that, being a head coach is more than being an offensive guru or defensive guru, whatever side of the ball you come off of. It's, you know, you gotta manage a staff, you got to manage a team. It takes a certain attitude. I don't think that just because somebody's a great coordinator, they're going to be a great head coach. I think that he would put him in the offensive coordinator for Arkansas, and I think it would be amazing. But you find that head coach. Find that head coach that's going to manage this team, and it's 1 out of 100, coordinators you could turn into a head coach. I mean, it's all levels of the game you see that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he's a bad coach. I just don't think he's a head coach.
Yeah. And
anyway.
Well, appreciate your phone call, Dean. And I agree with you. I think that sometimes we think that great coordinators can just translate to great coaches, but as we see time and time again in college football, that's not always the case. And there's no doubt that Chad Morris is a good coach. Like, he is. You don't get to where you're at today. You don't get to the point where you're coaching an SEC team for being a bad coach. But there may be certain limitations on your coaching ability or where you can go. I think that maybe Chad Morris, maybe, just maybe, coaching in the SEC was a little too much, or at least at this point in time.
Like on a flag football team, like on a Sunday, like recreation?
I think that he'd be good at high school football. Oh. I think that he'd be and like Dean said, I think he'd be a good coordinator. I really do. I think he's proven that he's a good coordinator. But also, as Dean said, there's more. There is more to coaching and more to being a head coach at an SEC school than just being an offensive guy, knowing offenses. It's a management of not only your coaches, but your players as well. Morning Rush brought to you by Crabtree RV. The fall sale aberration is here and is at Crabtree RV. Take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models. Deer Hunter specials under $10,000 in wholesale to the public prices on dozens of pre-owned RVs. And the most money for your trade. These deals are so good, it's scary. Crabtree RV, exit 13 off I-40 next to the Cracker Barrel. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true. Let's squeeze in another quick phone call on the Cherokee Casino hotline. JR is in Marshall. What's going on, JR?
Hey, guys. How's it going this morning?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
They're all right. I heard one stat yesterday that I didn't even, that really kind of hit hard, was the fact that our passing game this year is worse than what last year's was.
Yep.
And when I heard that, I got thinking, you know what? It just seems like there's just a very poor evaluation of the quarterback talent that we have up there. That just hit me, and I thought, you know what? Because the offensive line is not, they have improved some from last year. I mean, there's no doubt that they have. I think they have anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, you know, if your passing game, you've added 2 receivers that are, you know, really All-American, you know, candidates, and I'm just thinking, how in the world, you know, that's a coaching thing. That's an evaluation coaching problem that they have up there with evaluating their quarterback situation. So,
yeah.
Anyway, just thought I'd throw that thought out there.
Yeah,
so.
Appreciate the phone call, JR. I agree with you. They have talent. They have talent. Maybe freshman talent, but it's talent nonetheless. They had enough talent to beat Kentucky. They had enough talent to beat San Jose State. They have enough talent to beat Mississippi State this weekend. They have enough talent to beat Western Kentucky the next weekend. They have the talent. But do they have the ability? Do they have the coaching? Do they have the development? Do they have the mindset? Do they have the mentality? These are all things that Chad Morris needs to make sure his team has and is ready for in the coming weeks. Second hour of the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us, folks.
Make a hot spring spa part of your day-to-day routine now. Burton Pools and Spas, your local hot springs dealer, is having an instant rebate event where you get $1,000 instant rebates with the purchase of select hot springs models. Burton Pools and Spas is at 6121 Zero Street in Fort Smith and 725 South 48th in Springdale. Stop in Burton Pools and Spas or find out more online at burtonpools.com. The hot tub rebate event is going on now at Burton Pools and Spas, your local hot springs dealer. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I like your new Toyota Tundra.
Thanks. I got a great deal on it at the Toyota Tailgate event. Now I can spend my weekends out in the wilderness, tackling all sorts of terrain, kicking up rocks, barreling down deep forest trails.
Oh, totally.
Going on rough, tough, rugged journeys. You know, really just getting out and connecting with nature.
Right.
I'm talking ATVing, mountain biking, taking the boat out, weekends jam-packed with activities.
That's cool.
I mean, except on game days. On game days, I'll still be here tailgating with you.
Oh, good. Because you're the only one with a big enough grill.
Nice. Real nice.
Hurry in to the Toyota Tailgate event for a great deal on trucks made to withstand your weekend. Get $1,500 customer cash, or qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new, virtually indestructible 2019 Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com for details.
Offers available in select states and at 11/4/19.
The fall celebration is here at Crabtree RV. Take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models, Deer Hunter specials under $10K, and wholesale to the public prices on dozens of pre-owned RVs. And the most money for your trade. These deals are so good, it's scary. So stop in today. The new 2020s are arriving daily, and the all-new 2019 models must go. Sale ends October 31st. Only from Crabtree RV in Alma. Exit 13 off I-40. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
The new Michelin silicone plates last through everything.
On a world record-breaking drive from Alaska to South America in unpredictable conditions.
Thunderstorms, ice storms, they just don't quit.
Rainier Zeidlo chose Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades with advanced Quad-Tech 4-layer coated silicone that repels water, snow, and ice and lasts 2 times longer than other blades.
It's coming down in sheets.
Real world proven. Extreme weather wiping performance. Upgrade to Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades today. Only at Walmart.
End of your savings start now at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Take up to $14,000 off on remaining 2019 GMC Sierra SLTs, featuring the new body style and tons of new features. Now $14,000 off. Need third row seating? The 2019 GMC Yukon XL has tons of room and all the options and features you demand. Right now, up to $13,000 off. End of your savings start now. Save up to $14,000 off at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hi, folks. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources. Fall is my favorite time of the year. Football, fine weather, and my chance to flip the lot. We're out to sell every single car in our Rath Road Ready inventory and flip the lot during our fall clearance. That's right. Every vehicle must go. To make it happen, we're discounting our entire inventory with savings up to $4,300 below retail. Even our special purchase vehicles are included, like 2018 Hyundai Elantra SELs for only $13,991. If you're keeping the car you have, let us take care of it for you in our Meineke Car Care Center with buy 3, get 1 free on all tires and 50% off brake pads. Don't miss out on the savings. Help us flip the lot. Get the Rath Road Ready vehicle that's perfect for you and save up to $4,300 during the fall clearance at Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Jim's Razorback Pizza. Fresh means fresh, as in no preservatives. That's right. If it's fresh, it doesn't need to be preserved. Try Jim's 100% premium Wisconsin cheese. Fresh whole milk mozzarella, wood smoked provolone, old world style Romano and Parmesan. The freshest all-you-can-eat salad bar in town. No preservatives and fresh every time. Fresh, fast. Jim's Razorback Pizza. At the corner of Greenwood and Gary in Fort Smith.
Massey Ferguson tractors have arrived at Bush Machine and Tractor. They're proud to be the newest Massey Ferguson dealer in western Arkansas, providing you with a full lineup of versatile tractors. They're built with straightforward power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded control and comfort. Stop by and find a new Massey Ferguson perfectly sized for your property or farm at Bush Machine and Tractor in Fort Smith, or visit them online at bushtractor.com.
Unlimited personal group training at the Fort Smith Athletic Club. Personal group training is a great way to create accountability for your fitness while improving mobility, endurance, and overall wellness. Reach your fitness goals faster with personal group training. Only $60 a month. Call Mike Johnson at 479-926-0193. These workouts are high intensity and get results in under an hour. Only $60 a month. Call for class schedules and details. 479-926-0193. Results happen here at the Fort Smith Athletic Club.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Cloudy skies today. We'll see an increasing chance of showers and a few thunderstorms. Our high temperatures in the low 50s north, low 60s south. Wet, possibly stormy weather with us tonight. An overnight low will drop down mid-40s north, low 50s south. And more showers and a few thunderstorms back with us for Wednesday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Radio station.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is The Morning Rush.
Just entirely too many mistakes in all phases. Going back and looking at it on video, we knew we were going to have to be flawless to go down there to have a chance to get that game into the fourth quarter. We were going to have to play our best football of the year over the last 2 weeks, particularly last week, and we were unable to do that. Entirely too many mistakes in all phases.
With John Neighbors.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
And Tommy Kraft.
My friends and I, we drank beer, liked beer, still like beer.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
1 hour down, 2 hours to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors alongside Maddie T in studio. Tommy Kraft is out today, but appreciate everybody listening in, and thank you for making us a part of your morning this morning. On a Toyota Tuesday, be sure to check out all new 2019 Toyota vehicles at your local Arkansas Toyota dealer, including the Highlander with plenty of room up to 8 people, the stylish new Corolla, the work-ready family tough Tundra, and the Go Anywhere 4Runner. Toyota, let's go places. Had some great conversation here this morning about the Razorback football team. If you want to get in on that conversation, be sure to call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette will be joining us here in this hour, probably in about 30 or so minutes, so looking forward to catching up with him. And then in the 8 o'clock hour, Michael Bratton of Saturday Down South will be joining us. He's got a blue check mark next to his name on Twitter, so you know he's good. At least I think that's – is that how they verify?
That verifies him as a real person.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if you get a blue check next to your name, then, I mean, I have to have you on my show. You're important.
Yeah.
But there's some people that have, like – and it's not about followers either, because there's some people that got, like, 300 followers, and they got
I don't
a blue
even know if
check
you
mark.
can get verified anymore.
I know radio people don't get verified. Now, television people do. Like, there's local television people here in the state of Arkansas that's verified, you know? And I see writers that get verified, people that write for, you know, whether it's the AP or even the Democrat-Gazette and all that.
I mean, we're really the best source, though. Hitthatline.com, you know, is where
Seriously.
you go for all the best information.
Seriously, I don't know why Andy Hodges isn't verified. I mean, my goodness, he needs to be verified. But, you know, I remember that used to be such a big deal to get that blue check mark. And I'm not going to lie, I'd still think it'd be pretty cool. I would definitely.
I think you should have one.
Hey, if I got a blue check mark, I would be screenshotting that and just plastering it everywhere. Just be like, well, now you got to listen to me. Now you know I'm important because I got a blue check mark next to my name. But Michael Bratton has one, and he's going to be joining us at 8 o'clock, so really looking forward to catching up with him as well. We're also going to be doing Dubs and Scrubs here in this hour. We'll be doing it in the next segment. So looking forward to that. It's a new segment that we're trying here on the Morning Rush. We'll see how it goes. It might fail miserably, but that's okay. You got to try new things here on the show.
That's right.
That's how you do it.
You can't get back up if you've never been knocked down.
That's right.
I've got a lot of words of wisdom.
I think isn't that a Chumbawamba song? Is that what that is?
Get knocked down and I get up
again, but they're never going to keep me down.
That's right. That wasn't. Yeah, that's right, guys. So, never mind. It wasn't mine.
You can't be stealing lyrics from Chumbawamba. Can't be doing that. So, but you know, when it was going back to the whole Chad Morris thing, and a few of you have texted in. For instance, Nick in Texarkana says, what happened to the sense of urgency that Ben Hicks had when he replaced Starkel the first time? He came in with his hair on fire and moved the ball in and went back to Mr. Safe all over again. See, that's the ultimate question, Nick, when it comes to the quarterback situation for Arkansas. Why is it that the backup quarterback or the quarterback that's not being prepped to be the starter, the ones that performs poorly in the game? I don't understand that. I don't know how that happens. I guess the only time that you could say the starting quarterback performed well was against Colorado State when Nick Starkel started the game, finished the game, threw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, threw for over 300 yards, looked really good doing it. It was like, where was that? But confidence has been shook in these quarterbacks. There's no question. And this was another quote from Chad Morris yesterday. People kind of read it the wrong way depending on who they were quoting and had to make sure that people understood the context of all this stuff. But here's what he's talking about about who starts this weekend for Arkansas.
First time. Well, you know, first of all, we're going to win this football game this week, and whoever we feel like is the best opportunity for us to win that game is first and foremost who we're going with. I don't know that right now at this point, but I do know that we you know, all options are on the table, and we would love to have an opportunity to you know, to get some more of our younger guys in at times, but we're going to win a football game, and that's our approach.
Now, I'm going to play this first part of this clip again, and you tell me what he's saying.
First time. Well, you know, first of all, we're going to win this football game this week.
Okay, he says we're going to win this football game this week is what he says. And there was quotes being thrown around yesterday on social media, and I know like Big Trail Nation put it out and some other media members. And listen, they did the right thing. I mean, they didn't misquote him. That's what he said. But I believe that the context that he was trying to portray was that we're going in to win this game, as in with the mindset that we're going to win this game. That's what I think. That's what I hope. Because if Chad Morris is out here guaranteeing wins like Joe Namath back in 1969, then we got bigger fish to fry than just that. But I took it as they're going in with that mentality, and whoever is going to help them win the game is who they're going to roll with. And if that's the case, then I'm okay with that. That makes sense because you want to put in the players. It's going to help you win. But I do believe that at this point in time, with 4 games left in the season, since you still have the redshirt rule that's in place, if you want to throw in some guys that haven't played yet, since they can still redshirt, then by all means, do it. Do it. But even if there's guys that maybe can't for sure help you win, maybe it's not that black and white as far as saying they'll help you win or help you lose. Maybe it's not that, but guys like a KJ Jefferson, throw him in there. See what he can do. That's what we want to see. And I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again the rest of the way. These final 4 games, I don't want to see Nick Starkel or Ben Hicks. I don't. I want to see John Stephen Jones, and I want to see KJ Jefferson. Is it because I think that those 2 quarterbacks are going to lead Arkansas to victory? No. But maybe. I've seen Ben Hicks. I've seen Nick Starkel. Those guys aren't leading you to victories against especially SEC teams. It's not happening, at least not this year. Ben Hicks will move on. Starkel's confidence is shot. So why not just give it to the kids? Give it to the freshmen and this redshirt freshman, I guess, as John Stephen Jones is. Give it to those guys. Because I'm telling you, they can't do any worse. And I know that yesterday, I believe it was on halftime with Phil and Ty, that Ty and Phil got into an argument about shattering confidence of young, true freshman players. And that's why you never want to throw them out. And he threw out the Brandon Allen example, which I agree. I'm with Phil on this. And listen, the whole idea of not wanting to throw a true freshman quarterback out there because it may shatter their confidence is loser talk. Just like it is of, who you going to get if you have to make a coaching change is loser talk. You have to have confidence in your quarterback, and I want a quarterback that's confident in themselves, regardless of age. John Stephen Jones, I know he didn't play a whole lot. I mean, he played a good amount, and it was against Alabama in the second half mainly. I get it, but I don't think that kid's confidence is shot. And KJ Jefferson going up against Mississippi State, as long as he is well prepared and given good preparation for the game, his confidence is not going to get shot by coming in and playing. And if it is, then maybe he's not the type of quarterback you want, because your quarterback has to be mentally tough. Whether he's 18 years old or 24 years old, he has to be mentally tough. But you can't be babying these kids. Sometimes you just got to throw them out there and see what they can do. We are the Morning Rush, brought to you by Arts Barbecue and Burgers. Order their house-smoked bacon on any sandwich. And their bacon is fantastic, by the way, folks. It's the best bacon I've ever had. And I'm a bacon guy, as you can tell. But they have the most amazing bacon you'll ever get over at Arts Barbecue. You can get a BLT with the bacon smoked perfection plus one side, and you can also try their Art Attack burger with their house-smoked bacon, ham, fried egg, hand-breaded onion rings, and the rest of the fixings to make that burger taste great. Now, if that doesn't just sound carb load, I don't know what was, but it sounds amazing. Don't forget about the all-you-can-eat catfish every Friday night at Arts Barbecue and Burgers off Rogers Avenue next to Aaron's. You can also check them out on Instagram as well.
That's how y'all sold me on the job here. You took.
Oh, is it Arts? Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's in fact.
I tried some of the bacon there.
It's funny because that's where we took Ty when his first time was here. That's where Tommy took me.
That's how they sealed the deal.
I guess it is. There's something about the magic of Arts that when you go over there, you get a job. Apparently, if you go over there with Tommy Kraft. So it's a fantastic place, though. But be sure to try it out. 877-377-6963 is the number to call or text into the Cherokee Casino hotline. We'll be getting into some other news around the SEC and plus Dubs and Scrubs coming up next on The Morning Rush.
This is Toyota Tuesday on The Morning Rush. Get by your local Toyota dealer for a test drive today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today, play an epic drum solo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you rock out buying a new home in no time. Get pre-qualified in person or on your phone. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest, equal housing lender. Watch me attempt more goals at arvest.com/experts.
Hi, I'm Bill Bolton of NWA Gold and Silver, Arkansas's largest buyers of diamonds, estate jewelry, luxury brands such as Urim, Lagos, and Rolex. We specialize in the purchase of 1 carat and up diamonds, estate pieces, Native American as well as sterling silver flatware, gold and silver bullion. Recently, we had 2 sisters come into one of our Central Arkansas stores that inherited some gold and silver coins. They walked out with over $15,000 each. What you have could be worth thousands. NWA Gold and Silver.
Find them on Facebook for locations statewide.
Metal Mart offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Mart assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. They have locations in Fort Smith, Mayflower, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, and Little Rock. Or you can find them online at metalmarts.com. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
Reaching a summit can sometimes be the easiest part of the journey.
I realized that I had stopped doing some of the things I really enjoyed because of my knee pain.
A double knee replacement presents its share of challenges, but with the right care, amazing things can happen. And with the orthopedic team at Baptist Health, you can take your health to all new heights.
It was a great sense of accomplishment from me.
Keep on reaching, keep on conquering, keep on amazing. To schedule an appointment with a physician, call 1-888-BAPTIST.
We did it again. Evans Body Shop has been voted the best independent collision repair shop in the River Valley for the second year in a row. None of it would have been possible without our top-notch crew and our customers, friends, and family that take their time to vote for us. We would like to say thank you. We are humbled by the continued loyalty and support from our community and staff and will continue to go above and beyond every day. Evans Body Shop, 412 Gordon Avenue, Van Buren. Come by today and see why we say
Evans Body Shop, where we meet the nicest people by accident.
Protection with possibilities. Have past losses made you cautious about taking on risk with your investments? Are you concerned that your savings are not generating the returns you need? If you are interested in protecting your money and capturing potential investment growth, contact Brad Lewis at United Financial Advisors at 242-7466 or ufadvisors.net to see whether market-linked CDs may be the right solution for you.
Securities and advisory service offered through Royal Alliance Associates, member FINRA, SIPC. United Financial Advisors is a marketing destination.
Spring is in the air. Not in the house, Dalton. Okay, AJ. Aw, snap, I told you not in the house. Red Kool-Aid all over the white carpet. Mom and Dad are gonna... Okay, AJ. I can't believe it. We're so in trouble. I told you so.
Thank you for calling Service Master Clean. This is Tanya. How can I help you?
Tanya, it's Dalton. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Think Service Master Clean. Visit us online at smcleanonline.com.
Got a mystery stain on the carpet and the kids insist they don't know what it is? Or you're just ready to give the house a good spring cleaning? Call Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Call today for spring specials.
Service Master Clean. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. It's okay, AJ.
So, how many trucks? 3 one-ton diesels, 7 half-tons, trailers, chippers, then some smaller trucks, cars, and SUVs. And who takes care of them? Shoot, we go all over. Have no clue even if they're getting the proper oil or if the wheel bearings on the trailers are ever checked. Total mess.
And how much is that fleet worth?
To me, a lot.
Jody'sAuto.com can do all the service, repairs, maintenance, and tires, gas and diesel, get you in and out quickly at fleet pricing, and track all your vehicles to make sure everything is being done when it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, but my guys want someplace close to them. That's why we go all over the place.
Did I mention Jody'sAuto.com has 3 locations, 2 in Fort Smith and 1 in Van Buren?
Now we are talking. Jody'sAuto.com. Great idea.
The difference between making money and losing your shirt, taking care of your equipment, and keeping your people on the job. Jody'sAuto.com, they can handle it. Gas and diesel, tires, service, repairs, maintenance, towing, in and out quickly. Jody'sAuto.com.
When's the last time you did date night at Doe's? Doe's Steakhouse always has the charm and great atmosphere. Plus, the area's largest selection of in-stock wines. And all of the award-winning steaks at Doe's are perfect for sharing. And there's no charge for an extra side or salad when you share. Doe's is proud to be the premier steakhouse in Fort Smith at 422 North 3rd. Open 5 till 9 Monday through Thursday and 5 till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. So make it a date night at Doe's for a great experience every time.
ESPN 95.3. The morning show that's got that wood. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. As the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings during the True Blue Savings event going on now at Williams Tractor. Take advantage of 0% financing, cashback savings, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in all on the True Blue Savings right now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. But hurry in because the deal ends when the year does over at Williams Tractor. If you want to get on the conversation this morning, be sure to call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963, as there's a few headlines that we will want to kind of shore up and to get into. So I tell you what, we were going to do dubs and scrubs in this segment. We're also going to have your hog updates. This is going to be a full segment. I'm right here. I'm just going to tell you right now. Well, Maddie T, go ahead and give the people your Morning Rush update.
This is your Morning Rush update. Chad Morris met with the media yesterday to preview the Razorbacks' upcoming game against Mississippi State, where he did not reveal who will start at QB on Saturday. The depth chart has Ben Hicks or Nick Starkel listed as QB1, but fans may lose their minds even more if they don't see John Stephen Jones or KJ Jefferson play a lot of snaps in this game.
I'm going to lose my mind. I can tell you that right now.
And we've seen by the response on Twitter that people want to see
one or the other.
Or the other.
Yes,
so.
Exactly.
The NCAA will meet today in Atlanta to formally discuss the possibility of allowing collegiate athletes to make money on their likeness and image. Although that's all fine and dandy, the real discussion they need to be having is if Connor Vanover will be eligible this season.
I know. Why are we still waiting on this? Why have we not heard anything? The season starts November 5th. Was that a week from today? It's a week from today. We don't know anything. Just absolutely frustrating.
And finally, Julia Rose, the angel sent from above and Instagram model who flashed the camera behind home plate at the World Series Sunday night, has been banned from all MLB events indefinitely. And I thought this was America.
I can't believe this. This is a story that's taken the world by storm.
So
and
disappointing.
I know. Well, it's like, listen, that happened in hockey. If you remember during the Stanley Cup, this happened in hockey, and guess what?
And it's really cold in there too.
Yeah, exactly. And that woman was not banned. Who did that? So apparently the NHL is just a little more fun. It sounds like has a little more freedom to go on.
They don't hate women.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is.
Be sure to head to hitthatline.com for all the fantastic Morning Rush content and great Razorback coverage with articles, videos, podcasts, and more. Only available at hitthatline.com.
There you go. Perfectly spaced right there with the end of the music there. So, those are your headlines for you. And I know that the topic this morning, of course, has been more about Chad Morris and the Razorback football team as well. It's tough because I actually, when I went yesterday to the gym, not that I go to the gym very often, but I sometimes go. I dabble in going to the gym. But there's a few people there that listen to the show and always give me their opinion, which is what I love, by the way.
They thought it was cool that you held your girl's purse while she.
Yes, and now that story I have heard more times than any other story. More than my amazing hot takes on sports. They'd rather come up to me and talk to me about the deer story.
I don't think that's going anywhere.
No, it's going to be sticking with me for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with it. But I always find it very fascinating and very cool, first off, when people who listen to the show, if they see me out in public, and I'm not trying to say I'm famous or celebrity, even though that's the way people are going to, take it. But I'm not trying. That's not the point of this story. My point is that when I go out and people come up to me and they say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What's going on here? What, does Chad Morris survive? All these things. I'm trying to give my basic opinion of it all. But it's amazing how many people will come up to me and be like, man, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you get up every morning as early as you get up, for one. And two, come on to your show and have to talk about this Razorback football team. Not only for this season, but last season too. I mean, it's been double duty here. And let me tell you something, folks. I know that there's different radio shows in this state, and they're all unique in their own way. If you don't believe that, just listen to them, and you will find out just how unique they are. Some of them in a good way and some of them in a bad way. But one of the things that I always enjoy and appreciate is when things like this is happening with the Razorback football team. Although as a Razorback fan, it sucks. You never want to have to deal with this. You never want to have to go through this all and go through all the trials and tribulations of what this has brought on. You never want to do that. But for us in this business, it's fantastic. It's great. It's great for the amount of people that listen in. It's great for the amount of people that go to our website. It's great. But I will say that there are times where I want to come in on this show on a Monday and just one time, be able to come in on Monday and say, man, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that game. Let's break down all the great things that happened in that game. And I guess maybe we got a little bit of a tease against Colorado State because at that time things looked pretty like they were looking up. You finally found your quarterback in Nick Starkel. Things were going to be going the right direction, but it didn't happen. So maybe that was the closest time we ever got to on that Monday. But, folks, like, we love doing what we do. Like, Tommy, I know, loves it. I know I love it. It's not fun sometimes to have to be able to watch these games and to talk about these games and regurgitate the same nonsense every single Monday. But it's still great. It's still fun. We still enjoy the show. We get to be entertaining, or at least attempt to be entertaining, on your early mornings. So don't ever think that, don't have sympathy for me and Tommy, let me tell you. Don't even have ever any sympathy. We're doing just fine, and we're going to have fun with it no matter what. But what this is about, and this is why we love having all the forms of communication open to all you listeners out there. We have the Cherokee Casino hotline through the phones, through the text. We have our social media accounts of Twitter and Facebook. We even have an Instagram account. We do live streaming on Facebook and on Periscope and on YouTube. We have email if you wanted to do it. I mean, we have every form of communication essentially for you to get involved on this show. And that's what the whole show really is about. Of course, it's about us and discussing things and breaking things down and having guests on and all of that. But it's really about you and your reactions and your feelings. Because you can say whatever you want, but to express yourselves and your opinions on the matter at hand, especially when it comes to Razorback football, this is where it's at. This is how you do it. This is how you go about it. And again, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And that's why I love having people come up to me and ask and come up to me and, you know, who call in on the show. And if it's Eddie in Clarksville or Lisa in Northeast Arkansas or Gary in Arkadelphia or Rod on I-40, whoever it is, it's always fun to have y'all give your opinion. So that way I get a pulse, and we all get a pulse of where the Razorback fan base is at.
Lisa's been really active on the Facebook video today.
I think she watches all 3 hours.
Yeah.
I think she sits there and watches all 3 hours, which I love. I appreciate it more than anything, Miss Lisa. I don't want to get you mad at me, as I've seen how angry you have been at the Razorback football program and under your check. I do not want you want to be on your bad side, but
Be waiting on the office after the show.
yeah, seriously. But this is what it's all about, folks. It's all about being able to voice your frustrations, but also voice your praise when things go well. You know, when Razorback baseball was going on this past season, obviously up until the time they lost to the World Series, but there was a lot of praise. There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of fun about it. And I think it's going to be the same way in basketball soon, and football will get there again. It will. But it's still going to be interesting. It's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be fascinating to see what happens with the Razorback football team as time will go on. I got a few people texting, and Eric in Hot Springs says, who the hell is John Neighbors? I don't think that's ever going to go away either. The Deer story and then Tommy asking for the John Neighbors special at Sassy's, two things that will never go away. B in Clarksville says, John, you're still young. You'll get to brag about the Sports Center top 10 for the right reasons sometime soon. Hang in there. I know, and I was actually having, I don't know if anybody else is this way. I remember waking up Saturday mornings and appointment television being College Game Day on ESPN. And it wasn't because I just love college football. That was a big part of it, don't get me wrong. But I woke up hoping, waiting, wishing for the time that they'll talk about Arkansas and talk about their game that day. Because, listen, they'd be at Ohio State and Penn State or somewhere like that. They'd be out on a different conference. Arkansas wouldn't be ranked. But I was just always hopeful that they'd actually get to talk about it. And it's the same way with Sports Center in general. You always woke up or you're always made an appointment television because you thought that at that point in time your team was going to get talked about and talked about in a positive way. That's how I went about it. That's how I know a lot of you did. A lot of you did the same thing. But now it's become where it's not the fun factor as much anymore. In fact, it's probably the opposite. You don't want to watch College Game Day or watch Sports Center because you feel like the opposite effect's going to happen where they're going to say something bad about your team or bad about your program. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. But it'll get better, though, folks. I promise you. it'll get better. All right, let's get into your Hog Update here on The Morning Rush.
Arkansas football. It's the players running through the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Suey.
It's a great day to be a Razorback.
Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas! Arkansas wins the national championship! The Arkansas Razorbacks have completed the dream season!
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
All right, it is time for your Hog Update presented by Ozark Sportsman Supply. Your favorite one-stop shop in Northwest Arkansas just got better. The range inside Ozark Sportsman Supply is now equivalent to Vegas and Dallas indoor ranges with live scenarios for your entertainment. More shooting at just a dangling target. Build your skill with several skill levels, time drills, and custom settings for you to choose from. You won't find another experience like this in Northwest Arkansas. The new and improved shooting range is now open at Ozark Sportsman Supply on 412 West, barely out of Springdale and Tawnytown. That's Ozark Sportsman Supply. Looking at some of the Arkansas news nuggets that are going on. They will be playing Western Kentucky at 11 a.m. next Saturday in Razorback Stadium, which is not only going to be fascinating because it's your last non-conference game, also probably your best chance of getting a victory in the last 4 games, but also it's the return of Ty Story. You know, the quarterback that played for Arkansas last year that left and has now been at Western Kentucky and actually done pretty good. That will be the nail in the coffin if Arkansas loses that game to Ty Story. That will be the lowest of lows. Now, it hasn't happened yet, so there's no reason to believe it's going to happen, but just throwing it out there that it's for sure possible. Also, again, it's sadder news. Razorback offensive lineman Colton Jackson is stepping away from football. He's had to deal with a lot of injuries in his career at Arkansas, and it's unfortunate because you always felt like he was a good player but just couldn't stay healthy. So they've decided to make that decision. I think it's the right decision for them to step away because you never want to take it. You never want to take the game too seriously if it ends up costing you with your health, especially mentally and physically your health. So he has decided to step away, and Arkansas's offensive line gets once again hit with another big loss. Also, this is cool news. Brandon Allen. Man, you remember Brandon Allen? What I would do for Brandon Allen to be on the team right now. He is set to start for the Denver Broncos in place of injured Joe Flacco. Brandon Allen has never taken a snap in an NFL game. Now, he's done preseason, but as far as an actual NFL game, he's never taken a snap. And now he's going to be starting for the Denver Broncos. So if I'm not mistaken, at least in my lifetime, that he's only the 3rd quarterback to start for an NFL team. I know Clint Sterner did for the Cowboys. I think he went 1-1. Ryan Mallett started maybe a couple of games too. I know he did for the Texans. And now you got Brandon Allen. So QBU. Just throw it out there. But no, that's awesome for Brandon Allen, though. That's really awesome. And then, you know, that's a great opportunity for him. Sometimes, though, you never want to be put in that situation because you're having to, do it because somebody got injured in front of you. But listen, the pressure will be off because I don't think anyone's expecting anything from Brandon for playing for the Broncos. But I know that's a pretty cool thing for him. So there you have it. There is your Hog Update here on the Morning Rush. Okay, tell you what. Let's jump into this new segment called Scrubs and Dubs. Now, just to give you everybody an idea, Scrubs and Dubs is very simple. If you did something stupid or if you're a loser, you get to be the scrub.
Like a scrub. A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fly, but also known as a busta. Always talking about what he wants. He just sits on his broke.
It would have sounded better if you sang it, though.
Oh,
yeah, so, no, but don't do that. No, you're already. But no, it's yes, exactly.
Trying to bring you up to speed.
TLC, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
I just wanted to make sure. I was trying to sit there. I'm like, I know this. TLC. Yes, so that's
we've had
exactly.
Chumbawamba today, and now
and
TLC.
Then TLC. We're hitting all the bags, hitting all the bases, covering them all. So that's what a scrub is, and then a dub is what you give to somebody when they win. A W, club dub. But better than club dub. So Scrubs and Dubs, what it's called, and that's what we're going to try out here on the Morning Rush. So let's jump right into it.
Some people were born to get dubs.
I'm hollering loud because I can back up every word. And I'll whoop any man in the world, and I want everybody out there on TV to know it. I am the greatest.
Others were born to be scrubs.
These guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat anybody this year.
Don't listen to him, Hank. He's a loser.
Good thing we get to decide who gets dubs and who's the scrubs on the Morning Rush.
All right, and on the Morning Rush, it's a Toyota Tuesday. Be sure to check out all new 2019 Toyota vehicles at your local Arkansas Toyota dealer, including the Highlander with plenty of room up to 8 people, the stylish new Corolla, the work-ready Family Tough Tundra, and the Go Anywhere 4Runner Toyota Let's Go Places. All right, Scrubs and dubs. I'll go ahead and kick it off with, I don't know, should we do scrubs?
Let's do scrubs first.
Yeah, because that's the way it's called.
And then,
so,
and then end on a positive
Yeah,
note.
end on a positive note. That's fair. That's fair. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call out the Missouri Tigers for being scrubs. And the reason I'm doing this, and it's hard to throw stones in glass houses when you're over here with the Arkansas football program, them struggling, but doesn't mean I can't take some sort of pleasure in calling out other programs. Missouri, with Kelly Bryant and the great recruiting that they had, especially in the transfer portal, this year their schedule was setting up to be extremely easy for them. I mean, their two West teams they played this year was Ole Miss and Arkansas, all right? They had no tough non-conference games. It was perfect for them to have a 9-win season. And for whatever reason, they're 5-3. They can't get anything going. And what's weird about it is they lost to Vanderbilt in Kentucky in back-to-back weeks. Started the season losing to Wyoming. It's just weird, and it's bad. And I have no problem whatsoever in calling them out because I hate Missouri. The Missouri fans are weird. Anytime fans wear as many jerseys and hoodies as they do, I have a problem with that. I know I'm weird, and I know that there's probably some of you Razorback fans say, hey, I wear hoodies and jerseys. That's fine. But it's just not as long as the collective group of Razorback fans at Razorback Stadium, all 20,000 of them at this point, don't just wear a bunch of hoodies and jerseys, we're fine. It's just something that bothers me. I grew up where you had to dress up a little bit for the games. That's just all I'm saying. So I have no problem calling them out. They're my scrub this week. Missouri Tigers, you just can't get it done. Matty T, do you have a scrub?
I do. This goes back to our headlines earlier.
Okay.
My scrub is the entire Major League Baseball organization. Because, I mean, people, first of all, nobody's watching your boring games anyways. It's like you want people to tune in, don't you? The other beef is that I think you hate women, you know? So it's because of these two angels that were sent down from heaven.
To be on Instagram.
Yeah. They may have been promoting a business, you know?
Yeah.
But even if they weren't, who are we to say what a woman can and can't do with her body, you know? And so apparently Major League Baseball thinks that they're in control and they can tell women, you know, how to dress and that they need to conceal themselves. So I just think very close-minded of...
so your scrub is Major League Baseball because of this fact?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right, and I think this is a huge step back because I know a lot of people tuned in. And I haven't watched baseball all year, but I made sure to check that out.
Yeah, the highlights were there.
And we are the station that has that wood, so I felt it was my obligation to check it out. But that's my scrub is just Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball. Brilliant. Yeah, it's a funny story. I think it's a funny story.
Well, so yesterday they were saying maybe it was for breast cancer awareness, and right there I was like, well, then even more reason. Come to find out, it was probably just to promote their porn site. But details, you know.
Jeez, I mean, they are super stretching that argument if that's what they're throwing out there. That's a Stretch Armstrong stretch for that argument, but
I think it benefits everybody.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Yeah, it
what
does.
a double standard too, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you don't pick guys out for.
Again, that made baseball a lot more watchable for some people, or at least a lot more interested in the World Series if they don't have a team in it. So no, I'm totally with you on that one. All right, let's end on the positive note. Let's go with the dubs. Who gets the victory? Who gets the win? Who gets the whatever, however you want to say it? Who did good is pretty much what we're all talking about. And my dub, I guess it's a two-parter or two different ones. First off, I want to give it up to Treylon Burks. Treylon Burks, wide receiver for Arkansas. The dude's a man-child. He is so good. And it's just unfortunate that he doesn't have the pieces around him, whether it's the coaches or whether it's the players or whatnot, to really showcase his ability. But he is so good, man. He is so good. And I love watching him play, big-time player, and seeing him run down that Alabama player on that fumble and to tackle him. That's the type of effort you love to see from football players, and to see him do it that way was just awesome. So my dub goes to Treylon Burks. Also got to give a shout-out to Eddie O, Ed Orgeron of LSU. I may be wrong about him. Now, if he beats LSU, I will fully admit I was wrong about Eddie O. The dude's legit, but he certainly has showed that this team might be for real this year for the Tigers. Go Tigers! Gonna go with Eddie O.
Well, my dub goes to a gentleman named Jeff Adams, and this also took place at one of the World Series games.
Okay.
And it just shows you the most exciting stuff is happening in the stands. Jeff Adams, you will see probably because he's going to get a huge endorsement deal from Budweiser and Bud Light because he was hit by a home run baseball and didn't drop either one of his Bud Light beers.
Oh, I did see
So he
that,
went viral on social media. Bud Light tweeted out when they saw this man is a hero. Please figure out who he is so we can reward him. So he's probably going to get rich, advertising.
Oh,
Bud
yeah,
Light. But
easily.
I just love it. And the guy didn't even flinch. The ball hits him, doesn't even spill a beer.
That was
He's
impressive.
double fisting it, with the.
I saw that. That was really impressive.
Good for him.
Good to give it up.
He is my dub, so.
That's great. No, give it up to that guy. The fact that he was able to pull that off. Not many people could do that.
No.
He had priorities in mind. So shout out to that gentleman.
In all fairness, he probably paid like $70 for 2 beers.
Yeah, so it's probably more about the money and the worth than it was the actual drinks inside of it. We just have a couple minutes here. Let's quickly go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Jimmy's in Conway. What's going on, Jimmy?
Top of the morning, fellas. Hey, I got a scrub, and my scrub is the University of Arkansas for not putting the slobbering hog back at center court as it should be. 90% of the people I talk to want it. I don't know why this is not happening. Give me some insight and take a poll. I want to know what people think. Thanks.
Well, appreciate the phone call there, Jimmy. I guess he just wanted a scrub. He didn't want a dub. He just wanted a scrub. But listen, I was disappointed too when the slobber hog was not on the center of the court. I know that they have it next to Nolan's name, and that's fine. But listen, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I assume and I hope it's just a licensing deal or a branding deal or whatnot. But for crying out loud, it seems like such an easy thing to win over a bunch of Razorback fans. It seems like just. Brownie points.
Well, we all expected it at that point.
Yeah,
so
it
was even more of it was more of a letdown.
Yeah,
we all knew something was going on there, and that's what we thought.
Yeah, it just got teased a little bit. I wanted to see more. I wanted to know more. I wanted to get the slobber hog there. So yeah, but that's exactly the classic, and it's also the story of Razorback fans. They want more.
Yep.
But it's always a little day late and a dollar short when it comes to Razorback fandom. Tom Murphy, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, is going to be joining us on the other side of the break. I am not going to do this as well as Tommy Kraft, but I am going to do my best. I got to tell you about Gaston's White River Resort. It's a fantastic place. It is a place that for all you fishermen out there, which as you know, I'm not one, so this is how I know it's good because it is amazing. I've been out there. I know Tommy's been out there. Clay Henry's been out there. And it has amazing things that you can go, not only just for you, but also for the wife and for the kids, the whole family. And with the fall getting here and hunting season getting here and all the great things that can happen in this beautiful place that you can check out with a guide, with fishing, whatever it is, you can head over to Gaston's White River Resort. You can visit their website at gastons.com. Check out all the details that they have and all the things they offer. And also give them a call if you want to book a reservation. You have to do it via their phone at 870-431-5202. Fantastic place over at Gaston's White River Resort. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fenceman and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Listening in this morning, we're brought to you by Sassy's. I love me some Sassy's, man. I love Sassy's. I love their barbecue nachos. I love their pulled pork. I love their brisket tacos. I love it all. I mean, it's so amazing. And I like to go there every time I'm in Fayetteville because they have 2 locations. They're conveniently located. They got plenty of TVs to watch all the games. They got a full bar. They have great specials. They have it all. So if you need a great place to eat, great place to drink, great place to watch the games, whatever it is, you got Sassy's. You got 2 locations for lunch and or dinner in Fayetteville, off of College and off of Weddington. So head over to Sassy's Red House. We've been talking a lot of Razorback football this morning, and we're going to continue that conversation as we go to the Cherokee Casino Hotline and welcome in the man, Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Big fan of Sassy's, and we need another month of fall. Could we do that before we head right into winter?
Man, you ain't lying. Like this whole thing about waking up and it being like 30 degrees, I'm not here for it. I want the leaves to change. I want to be able to open my windows as I'm driving down the road in my truck. You know, I like to have a little bit of that. But it seems like, yeah, it's just like it was a quick boom. It was here, and it's wintertime. So I'm not a fan of it, Tom. I'm not a fan of it. But with what's going on, of course, it's still the fall months at least. May not feel like fall, but it is the fall months, and Arkansas is entering into their home stretch here of games with 4 games left. And first of all, I just want to ask you about the Alabama game, Tom. We'll start right there. Just a quick reaction to that. What were some of your takeaways from that? No one expected Arkansas to win, and pretty much everybody's score predictions, at least with how they thought the score would go, was about right. But still, it seems like there was more to it than just the final score.
Well, there was, just because of the turnover situation. And, you know, they moved the ball on Alabama last year and scored 31. And in this game, the first 3 times they had it, you know, they crossed midfield. They were converting 3rd and long. And, you know, they were getting Boyd and Whaley the ball, either in the run game or through some short passes, kind of like they did last year. But then they ran into the turnover situation. And you know, one of the snaps was about at Nick Starkel's face mask, and he couldn't pull it in, and then collided with Whaley, and so he couldn't really get to the ball well. And it just kind of compounded on itself. And I asked Chad Morris about it yesterday, and he says, you know, Nick Starkel's confidence, they need to keep working on boosting that. And so I think based on the way John Stephen Jones played in that game and the fact that Ben Hicks will be healthier, I think we're going to see more Hicks, John Stephen Jones, and then I think they're going to give KJ a shot. And I don't know how long, but I think these last 4 games, it's important to show that this offense has more potential to it and more dimensions. And I think we're going to see that these last 4 games.
But do you think that just making some changes like that, maybe putting in some different quarterbacks, whether it's John Stephen Jones or KJ Jefferson, because listen, Chad Morris needs to win. I think he even said that, and I know that people, tried to see how he was actually quoting. I don't think he was guaranteeing a win. I think he was just more saying that we're going in with the mentality to win. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but either way, he's needing to win games right now, and he said that if playing younger guys will help him get wins, he's going to do that. Do you think that making just a slight change, maybe with John Stephen Jones or KJ Jefferson having packages for those guys, will be good enough to help him win these games, maybe against Mississippi State and Western Kentucky?
Well, that part of it remains to be seen. And you're right, he did not guarantee a win. It was just the way he said it, the inflection of going. It's almost like it needs to add the going in to win, or we're going to be playing to win, is the way he said that. And I know there was a little bit of to me, it was a tempest in a teapot yesterday with that. But I think winning games is the most important thing on the agenda, the next four games. And then, you know, how they win the games and who they use in the games is a close second. Because I think Arkansas fans need to see that things are improving and that there is a future with the younger players. And so I think that's the issue being that the winnable games they've had, like San Jose State and Kentucky and A&M, they haven't pushed the right buttons at the end of the games to win them. So this coaching staff's up against the wall. They need to win games these last 4.
Speaking with Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette right now on the Cherokee Casino Hotline. Tom, looking up at this matchup against Mississippi State. Mississippi State's not a very good team. They've had their own struggles. There's even people saying that Joe Moorhead is on the hot seat down there in Starkville, which is just crazy to think that these coaches are in their second year, but that's just the name of the game in college football. What do you make of this matchup with Arkansas, and do you feel like Arkansas can win this game even though they are 7-point dogs at home to them?
Yeah, I think they can win the game. It's a matter of making the critical plays at the right times and getting off the field here and there. The issue, the overriding thing for me on this game is this. Mississippi State played one of the most physical games that Arkansas was in last year, and they blew the Razorbacks off the ball on both sides of the line with pretty good regularity in that game. So if you're asking me what team you want to get back at the most, I think this is it, and it's homecoming. So I think the coaches and the players want to show that, you know, that there's been improvement this year and they can be a physical team. The things that Mississippi State presents, Kylan Hill, a great runner, and then Garrett Schrader, the quarterback, he runs. So they have got to have some way of being more physical on the edges and reading the zone reads that Mississippi State's going to present, and getting players down in space. And to me, that's just going to be so critical. Containing Schrader, making him pass to beat them. And if they can do that, I think they're going to be able to score enough points to be in this game.
Tom, what do you make of the story of Colton Jackson, him having to step away from football? It's really sad because I know that he was a good player that just struggled to find the field and battling with injuries, but I guess after talking with his family, they felt it was best for him to walk away from football. What do you make of this story?
Yeah, he was having a better senior year, a kid who's been through it, from the fans' perspective. I mean, he had some pretty high-profile sacks allowed, but you cannot argue what he has done to try to be on the field and try to improve himself. And I feel for him so much because you want your senior season to have a different outcome. And between, he had the back surgery going into last year, missed 3 games, played through the pain with his back. And then he opened this year with a foot problem, and he had the concussions, and then back again, and just feel for him. Just kind of symbolic of the times, all these fans want better outcomes. That, they want more dominating players. And Colton wanted to be that, and he's fought very hard. And it was touching to read his post yesterday, and just wish him all the best and hope he can stay healthy during his life.
Tom, another question I have for you, something we've discussed, and I think we've actually discussed it with you, but it just seems like every game that Arkansas plays in, their starting quarterback struggles, but then the backup comes in or the second string comes in and performs better. Maybe not great, but still better. Why? Do you have any answer for why that is? Does it make any sense to you? Because I'm trying to figure out why the starting quarterback struggles the way they do.
Yeah, I don't really have a great answer there other than I guess there's less pressure. They go into the week knowing that they might be used, so they study up the game plan, but there's not that pressure of having to do it right off the bat. And so here's the thing. John Stephen Jones did a great job of reading the men he was supposed to read, usually defensive ends, maybe safety sometimes, but making those reads and giving the handoffs. I mean, 4 plays in a row, Whaley and Boyd had good runs in the second quarter right before the pick six, and that was based on John Stephen Jones's, reading the RPO game. Mm-hmm. So the issue they have with that is the safeties will cheat up if they don't show that they can pass off of that. And they've got to be able to hit their receivers. Those receivers need to touch the ball a lot in this game, no matter who's the quarterback.
Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Appreciate it, Tom. We'll catch up with you on Thursday. All right, my man?
Sounds good. See you.
All right, appreciate it, man. Michael Bratton of Saturday Down South. Join us next on The Morning Rush.
Make a hot spring spa part of your day-to-day routine now. Burton Pools and Spas, your local hot springs dealer, is having an instant rebate event where you get $1,000 instant rebates with the purchase of select hot springs models. Burton Pools and Spas is at 6121 Zero Street in Fort Smith and 725 South 48th in Springdale. Stop in Burton Pools and Spas or find out more online at burtonpools.com. The hot tub rebate event is going on now at Burton Pools and Spas, your local hot springs dealer. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
The fall celebration is here at Crabtree RV. Take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models, Deer Hunter specials under $10K, and wholesale to the public prices on dozens of pre-owned RVs. And the most money for your trade. These deals are so good, it's scary. So stop in today. The new 2020s are arriving daily, and the all-new 2019 models must go. Sale ends October 31st. Only from Crabtree RV in Alma. Exit 13 off I-40. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I like your new Toyota Tundra.
Thanks. I got a great deal on it at a Toyota tailgate event. Now I can spend my weekends out in the wilderness, tackling all sorts of terrain, kicking up rocks, barreling down deep forest trails.
Oh, totally.
Going on rough, tough, rugged journeys. Really just getting out and connecting with nature.
Right.
I'm talking ATVing, mountain biking, taking the boat out, weekends jam-packed with activities.
That's cool.
I mean, except on game days. On game days, I'll still be here tailgating with you.
Oh, good. Because you're the only one with a big enough grill.
Nice. Real nice.
Hurry in to the Toyota Tailgate event for a great deal on trucks made to withstand your weekend. Qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new, rugged and dependable 2019 Toyota Tundra. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com for details.
Offers available in select states and at 11/4/19.
Did someone say, I'm hungry? Visit 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge on the Avenue. Try the new panini sandwiches like the Chicken Pyro or the Cubana or the signature 906 wings. Jumbo wings roasted with honey bacon jam. Want some spice? Try the black and blue wings. Experience their salads, flatbreads, coffees and desserts, top shelf wines and liquors, premium beers, world-class cigars, all in an atmosphere that feels less like a lounge and more like a destination. Sample, indulge, escape. 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge. Treat your appetite on the Avenue.
Hi folks, Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources. Fall is my favorite time of the year. Football, fine weather, and my chance to flip the lot. We're out to sell every single car in our Rath Road Ready inventory and flip the lot during our fall clearance. That's right, every vehicle must go. To make it happen, we're discounting our entire inventory with savings up to $4,300 below retail. Even our special purchase vehicles are included, like 2018 Hyundai Elantra SELs for only $13,991. If you're keeping the car you have, let us take care of it for you in our Meineke Car Care Center with buy 3, get 1 free on all tires and 50% off brake pads. Don't miss out on the savings. Help us flip the lot. Get the Rath Road Ready vehicle that's perfect for you and save up to $4,300 during the fall clearance at Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Metal Direct offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Direct assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. Stop by their location at 7420 Enmar Drive in Little Rock, 1 block off University behind Napa Auto Parts, or call them at 501-562-3112. Metal Direct, the right material for the right price.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Fall is here, and the weather may not always be nice outside, but it's always nice inside. Keep your game sharp no matter the season on the TrackMan Simulator only at the Golf Nut. This is the same technology used on the PGA Tour for ball tracking on TV. The world's top players trust TrackMan when it comes down to data accuracy, and you can too. The Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith's #1 golf shop since 1994. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for daily specials. The Golf Nut.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Made in the USA Furniture.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Made in the USA Speed Queen Washer and Dryers.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
In-store, no credit check financing.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
0 down and 0 interest with approved credit.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Family owned and no high-pressure sales staff.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Find us on Facebook and Instagram, 405 Fort Street, Barling, Arkansas. Your Made in the USA headquarters.
Best seats in the house.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Mostly cloudy sky tonight, a chance of showers, especially north and overnight low. Upper 30s north, upper 40s south. Tuesday, clouds, a decent chance of showers across the north. Our high temperatures will be in the low 50s, upper 60s south, and then we should dry things. And then we're looking at rain and thunder on Wednesday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Radio station.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light, brewed with the best barley, rice, water, and hops to be America's favorite light beer. Bud Light, please drink responsibly. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is The Morning Rush.
Just entirely too many mistakes in all phases. Going back and looking at it on video, we knew we were going to have to be flawless to go down there to have a chance to get that game into the fourth quarter. We were going to have to play our best football of the year over the last 2 weeks, particularly last week, and we were unable to do that. Entirely too many mistakes in all phases.
with John Neighbors.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
And Tommy Kraft.
My friends and I, we drank beer, liked beer, still like beer.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
2 hours down, 1 hour to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors alongside Maddie T in studio with you today. And thank you as always for making us a part of your morning this morning on a Toyota Tuesday. Be sure to check out all new 2019 Toyota vehicles at your local Arkansas Toyota dealer, including the Highlander with plenty of room up to 8 people, the stylish new Corolla, the work-ready family tough Tundra, and the go-anywhere 4Runner. Toyota, let's go places. Been talking a lot of Razorback football, some other SEC football news going on as well. Arkansas taking on Mississippi State this weekend at 3 p.m. on Saturday at Razorback Stadium. The next 2 games are going to be pivotal for Chad Morris, not only Mississippi State, but also Western Kentucky the next weekend. And to join us here on the Morning Rush and talk a little bit more about Arkansas and other things going around the SEC, we welcome in on the Cherokee Casino Hotline, Michael Bratton. Good morning, Michael, of Saturday Down South. How you doing?
Doing great, John. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's always good to have you on, man. And I know that you cover a lot of different teams in the SEC, and Arkansas, at least at this point in time, is in the SEC. They may get kicked out if they keep up this horrible play. But I just want your thoughts just in general about the current situation that Arkansas and Chad Morris finds themselves in here with just 4 games to go in the season. Arkansas sitting at 2-6. They have no SEC victories this year. They've had some close calls. They had a bad loss. It seems like it's all up in the air. Razorback fans are jumping off of the Chad Morris bandwagon very, very quickly. What are your thoughts on the current situation that Arkansas finds themselves in right now?
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame a single member of Razorback Nation that's, jumping off the bandwagon. Like you said, I mean, this is Chad Morris, who came in touting his ability as an offensive coach and not really seeing it. I think the biggest issue that I have with the Razorbacks coming into this season, last year it was just yo-yoing of the quarterbacks. It didn't seem like they knew. I mean, it's bad enough if you don't know who you want game to game. It doesn't seem like at times they knew quarter to quarter, series to series. I figured that'd be fixed with Ben Hicks and Nick Starkel, and, we get some recruits in that Chad Morris has brought. These are all his guys now, and now it's the same thing. I mean, I'm just at a loss for words. You saw it in that Alabama game. You've seen it all season, but Nick Starkel throwing up these terrible picks, and Chad Morris just got a blank look on his face. I don't think he has any idea what he's doing there. And I kind of joked with you off the air that it seems like whatever quarterback they prepare, that is the one that plays the worst, and the guy that is not getting the reps actually plays a little bit better. So if I'm a Razorback fan, I think I get fired up about who the backup is, because this week he's probably going to be the better player.
Well, it's funny you bring that up, because we've been talking about that on our show for the past few weeks now, of how weird it is that the starting quarterback struggles and then the guy that replaces him ends up and plays pretty fairly well. So do you have any theory behind why that is? Like, do you have any reasoning? Because I have been sitting here trying to say and make sense out of it all, but I don't think I can. What's your theory on why that is, that the starting quarterback struggles, but then the backup comes in and plays better?
I mean, there is no answer aside from possibly how they prepare, how they coach, because it's not like, they're bringing in a backup and then it's, he does well, and then it's the next week that guy's starting and now he struggles. So, I mean, it's the same players just in a different rotation. It just makes no sense. Once again, this is his offense. These are his quarterbacks. These are his skill players for the most part that he's bringing in. You would think there would be some consistency there, and that's not even talking about the special teams, which has been a disaster for 2 years in a row. Now I know the situation he inherited is a complete 180 from Bielema, but you look around the SEC, you can say what you want about Jimbo Fisher and Jeremy Pruitt and some of these other second-year coaches around the nation. At least you start to see at those schools signs that things are going to get better. And here we are nearly 2 years into the Chad Morris era, and it looks the exact same as it did at the beginning. I mean, there just seems to be no progress with even better players. I'm not saying they should immediately pull the plug here, but they can't beat Western Kentucky in 2 weeks with a quarterback that you basically ran off. I just don't see any future for Chad Morris in Fayetteville.
So since you say that, I like to bring this up. people have been saying to me, because I've kind of felt the same way you have, that if you go 0-16 in conference in your first 2 years, you can't be back the third year. It just can't happen, especially if you lose to Western Kentucky and San Jose State in the same year. But people have been coming after me saying you can't fire a coach after 2 seasons. You can't make changes after 2 seasons because of consistency and because that you got to have stability in your program. So, and you have to balance it out as far as season ticket holders and boosters. People are going to start giving money. I mean, it's just a very, very difficult situation to find themselves in. Do you feel like firing a coach after 2 years in this day and age in college football is as detrimental to a program as like a lot of people like to make it out to be?
No, because I think the thing that's detrimental is sticking with a coach just to stick with him if he has no clue what he's doing. And, you know, from all indications, Chad Morris is a really nice guy. I'm not trying to bury the guy, but just not seeing anything from his teams that shows that he's a good coach and knows what he's doing. I mean, his reputation kind of built on the fact that he found Deshaun Watson. Well, Clemson got better after he left. We all know what SMU's doing right now, and they're not even playing with his players. They're, I don't want to say a college football playoff team, but I think they're in the top 20 right now. I mean, all indications are that this guy is just not that good of a coach. And if you want to bring him back for year 3, that's fine, but then you're just kind of pushing back the rebuild to 2021. I don't see any sense in it. And, you know, I've had people ask me, well, who can Arkansas get? It's not Arkansas that's the issue, I don't think. I think it's the fans. The fans are great. I think it's just a coaching issue at this point. And I think you can get plenty of guys to come into Arkansas. It's a school proven that you can win at. If I'm Arkansas, I'm banging down the doors for a guy like Mike Leach. I like the fact that they're going against the grain. You can't do what Bielema tried to do. You can't try to be LSU. You can't try to be Alabama. You're never going to beat them playing their game. I like the fact that they're spreading out, going to an up-tempo offense, but I just think they picked the wrong coach to do it.
Well, you mentioned how being in Arkansas and that it can be a respectable program, which I know Razorback fans feel that way, and I know I'd feel that way too. But also playing in the SEC West is just, my goodness, it just was a bad time because when Arkansas joined the SEC back in 1992, yeah, the conference was good, but I don't think anyone ever dreamed that the SEC West, the division that Arkansas was going to be in, was just going to be so good year in and year out. What do you make of this division this year? And with the coaches, obviously LSU and Alabama are still going to be the kings of this division, but it certainly seems like it's still a division that's just a force to be reckoned with. And I don't know where Arkansas as a program fits into that mold. So where do you feel like they fit in the SEC West as far as a program in general?
Well, I mean, obviously right now they're dead last, but there is an opportunity with the struggles at Mississippi State with, I know I'm not a big believer in Matt Luke. I really like what his coordinators have done this year, but there's an opportunity if Arkansas's got the right guy to jump both of those guys. And then at Auburn, I mean, they're great one year, they're terrible the next. Texas A&M, it remains to be seen how good of a coach Jimbo Fisher really is. I don't think he's quite, a lot of people think he's a top 5, top 10 coach. I think Texas A&M, I mean, Jimbo can barely beat Chad Morris. So I think there's even an opportunity for Arkansas to jump the Aggies as long as Jimbo's running that ship. So, yeah, I mean, it's an uphill climb to pass Alabama and LSU. It would be for just about anybody. But there's no excuse for Arkansas to just be in the cellar of the SEC West. I know it's the toughest division in college football, but they should at no worse be around 5th. I think they can climb as high as 4th or 3rd with the right guy in there.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about the SEC West in general. I brought up LSU and Alabama. Everyone's looking forward to that game, and hopefully Tua is going to be healthy enough to play in that game because that's what's going to make that game even better here in just a couple of weeks. But the SEC West, I don't know how you felt about Ed Orgeron when he was hired at LSU, but I thought it was a bad hire. I did, and I thought that he may be great recruiting, but I just feel like LSU settled a little too much and could have gotten out and gotten somebody better. So far this year, I'm completely and totally wrong about Eddie O in LSU. Do you believe that this year is finally the year where LSU beats Alabama, wins the SEC, and plays for a national championship in the college football playoff?
I mean, based on what we've seen this year, absolutely. I think LSU's the better team, and I know everyone's fixated on the offense of both those teams, but particularly LSU for lighting it up the way they are. But I actually like LSU's defense a lot better than Alabama's. I think they've got more experience. They've got better playmakers. I like the coordinator better. So I think that's going to be the difference. And obviously you mentioned the injury to Tua. I fully expect him to play in this game, but I don't think he's going to be 100%, and that could be the difference. I mean, we're not going to see Tua running the ball. I think LSU is going to force him to try to do that. I think that's probably the difference in that game. LSU gets it done, and it's interesting because we've seen what Clemson has become under Dabo Swinney. He was kind of a similar hire as Coach O, where everyone kind of laughed that one off, but it seems to be working for Clemson and LSU to just have elite coordinators, build up the staff around a college coach that's really dedicated to the program, a great recruiter. That may be the recipe moving forward for some of these schools. You don't always have to have, a $10 million coach to get it right. Maybe you just need a great recruiter, surround him with an excellent staff. That's going to be something I think more schools will adopt moving forward.
Yeah, I think so too, because I feel like with how this division goes, it's always going to be good. But I thought Oklahoma was going to be that team that, could maybe really cause some noise this year. Now, I'm not saying they're out of it, but them losing one game, you saw Georgia won their game, of course, against South Carolina, and I'm sure there's going to be some more upsets as college football goes on. In your mind, what makes these great teams lose these games that they should not lose? Because it happens every year. Is it just simply overlooking the team? Is it just bad timing? Because this year, especially with the college football playoff and as many good teams as there are that are trying to get into the college football playoff, it seems like you can't overlook any teams, but for whatever reason, it does happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it really depends on the team you're talking about. Like someone like Oklahoma, I just think maybe the pressure was too much because I don't really think there's that huge of a gap between Oklahoma and Kansas State. And I got a lot of respect for that Kansas State coach, but we all know Lincoln Riley. He's an outstanding coach, so I don't think it was coaching in that one. If you want to talk about Georgia losing to South Carolina, I put that 100% on coaching. Kirby Smart, it seems like every year there's a game where he makes just a boneheaded decision or two. Georgia's got far and away the better talent of anybody in the SEC East, and not just the starting lineup, but, from 22 down to 85, no one can compete with them. They have just as good a roster as LSU or Alabama. But I think it does come down to coaching. I think it's almost like they've taken the opposite approach of Coach O and Clemson, where they've surrounded a recruiting coach in Kirby Smart with some questionable coordinators. It seems like he's hiring his buddies down there, not the best options. It's hard for me to believe that Georgia cannot do better than the offensive and defensive coordinator that they have. And I think that's going to bite them again this week against a Florida team that is well coached, doesn't match them in talent, but they just seem to have all the momentum heading into this matchup.
All right, Michael, before I let you get there, I'm just going to ask you a pretty direct question. Next season, 2020, for the Arkansas Razorbacks, in your mind, do you believe Chad Morris is the coach? And if he is not, who do you believe are realistic options for who may be the coach at Arkansas?
Yeah, I don't think Chad Morris is back based on anything that we've seen. I can't bring him back for year three to just, unless you want another 2-10, 3-9. But and then for that I would really like them. I think they may have screwed it up the first time, but I think they really should have went after Mike Norvell at Memphis. Maybe kick the tires with him. I don't know if he'd be interested this time around. And then right there, I said it. We've seen it. Mike Leach interested in coming to the SEC. Nearly had the Tennessee job. He seems like a guy where, every few years he's got to move on to a next job. I think it's time for him at Washington State. I think he's done everything he can do up there. The Mike Leach system has worked in the SEC before. I think it'll work again. It's not that different from what Chad Morris is trying to accomplish. I think you got to get a big-name, experienced coach. Do not go this route of hiring not a first-time head coach, but maybe a first-time Power 5 coach. I think that's why Arkansas is in the mess they're in right now.
Michael Bratton of Saturday Down South. You can follow him on Twitter at Michael W. Bratton. Really appreciate you hopping on with us, man. Enjoy the rest of college football season. I know we just got a few games left, but I'm sure we'll be catching up with you later down the road. All right, my man?
All right, man. Appreciate
it. Not only Michael, but all guests join us via the Cherokee Casino hotline here on The Morning Rush. If you want to get on the conversation, call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. Pretty strong comments there by Michael saying he doesn't believe Chad Morris is going to be the coach next year and has already had some names that he was throwing out there for guys that may take over for Chad Morris. And we had a few people texting in during it. Chris texted in and says he didn't know who we were interviewing, but it was Michael Bratton. He says, but he's right. He can't hang in for year three when Urban Meyer is unemployed. Half joking. Listen, Urban Meyer's not coming to Arkansas. And if he does, Like that may be something that happens. Like because listen, I don't think until Chad Morris is fired, and until that there's a coaching change, I'm not going to sit here and speculate names because I feel like that's unfair to everybody involved. However, I'm going to start having to think of something crazy I have to do if they ended up pulling a rabbit out of their hat and getting Urban Meyer. Like I said, that's not going to happen, but it's still fun to think about. Him saying Mike Leach. Lance texted in and said Mike Leach would be the end of the program. I don't know if Mike Leach would be great, but
entertaining.
That's what I was saying. It would be great for this show.
I would love cutting up the audio. I know that much. It's like
we would replay the whole press conference. And like I would go to the press conferences. I would drive up to Fayetteville every Monday and just be like, hey,
a whole stack of questions.
Yeah, and it could be of anything, like anything at all, and just see what he says. Like that would be the next fun
he has an
part
opinion
about it.
on everything.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what would make it
cargo shorts.
Yeah, like cargo shorts on the playoff, on loud stadiums, on mascots, like in a wrestling match. I mean, he has it all. He has it all. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. David is in Fort Smith. What's going on, David?
Yeah, I just wanted to and thanks for taking my call, but I just wanted to make a comment. I just heard this past guy mention Mike Leach. A couple of things about Mike Leach. He said Mike Leach seems like somebody that likes to move on every 4 or 5 years. Well, he was at Tech for 12, and he would have still been there if he hadn't got fired. Now, he did, dabble around and see what jobs was open a couple of years ago up there in Washington State, but so he might be thinking about going. But do you realize the guy's 70 years old?
He's how old?
70 years old.
No, he's not. He's 58.
He's 68.
I'm looking at his profile right now. Mike Leach is only 58 years old.
58. Oh, I guess I looked at it wrong because I pulled it up and I thought it said 6. I thought it said 68, and so I just rounded it up to 70.
Oh.
Okay, my bad then because I looked at it wrong. Because I was thinking, the guy's 70 years old. He's not going to stay. He's going to die before he gets up here.
He was born in 1961.
Yeah.
As worked up as he gets, and I do love him. Did you hear his rant when they asked him last year about the Apple? It was a couple of weeks before the Apple Cup, as they call it, between Washington and Oregon State. And so they asked him about it, and he goes off on this rant about his grandma's apple pies, and it was just hilarious. So he would be a lot of fun. And, again, thanks for taking my call.
Well, and appreciate the phone call, man. If he was 70 years old, he would be the most spry and fun 70-year-old I've ever seen in my life. But no, listen, they're not – again, it's no reason to speculate about coaching changes or anything like that until they actually make a coaching change. So, I don't think it's too fair. But Mike Leach has definitely gotten the interest of some people. It seems like Aaron Van Buren saying P.J. Fleck could rebuild. I guess he's from Minnesota. Like, what is this? And then from the 479, there's Donnie. And Donnie says Chad Morris will not be fired this year. Everyone said it would take 3 years to turn around. It's evident that the talent is improving. Quarterback play has killed us. But here's the thing, though, Donnie. I agree that it takes a while to turn stuff around, especially in football. However, the talent is there, but the team's not improving. The talent has improved from last year, but the team has not improved. The development has not improved. The wins and losses have not improved. So that's the question. Tucker and Sherwood says Lane Kiffin. What are y'all talking about? Stop with this nonsense. Like this is what I'm saying. You talked about when things are bad and how good it is for our show of being able to have a bunch of listeners and interactions. When coaching searches happen, everyone just becomes stupid. Like, I become stupid when coaching searches happen because then you start convincing yourself that you're going to get Urban Meyer because some poster on Hogville named Hoggy Style posted that he saw Urban Meyer down at the El Dorado airport, and it just blows up. So coaching searches are going to have to take a back seat right now, folks. Again, it's not happening until it happens. So, my goodness, you just can't do anything with it just yet. But the comments again by Michael Bratton, I thought were extremely, extremely fair. I thought that they were ones that a lot of Razorback fans have been hearing about and have been voicing on this show for sure. I know that some people are hoping that things will change and maybe get a little better as the season goes on, or maybe heading into next year, maybe with some recruiting classes. But here's the other problem too: is you're losing commitments. I mean, in the past few weeks, you've lost 2 of your best commitments for the 2020 class. And not to say you can't get better ones, but it's, again, I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again this week. It just feels like it's over. It feels like it's over. It doesn't mean that it's over. It doesn't mean that Arkansas is going to make a change. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what's in Hunter Yurachek's mind. I'm just going off of what it feels like. And right now, it feels like it's all over for Chad Morris at Arkansas unless he gets just something crazy miraculous here in the next 2 games. That's going to be key. We'll see. We'll see. But great interview there with Michael, and always appreciate the phone calls. 877-377-6963 is the number to call or text into the Cherokee Casino hotline. Let me tell you about Burton Pools and Spas with this Hot Spring Instant Rebate event they have going on. Make a hot spring spa part of your day-to-day routine now and discover what it means to get more out of each day. Burton Pools and Spas, your local hot spring dealer, is having an instant rebate event where you can get a $1,000 instant rebate with the purchase of select hot spring models. Burton Pools and Spas, 6121 0 Street in Fort Smith. Stop in 8 to 6 Monday through Friday and Saturday from 9 until 5 to give them a call at 648-3483 and make every day better with a hot spring tub at Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun. On the other side of the break, we'll get to more of your phone calls and text messages via the Cherokee Casino hotline. We'll also get to an SEC update, some of the storylines that are going on around the conference, and of course, we'll have to close out the show with some storylines here in just a little bit. Stay with us, folks. More of the Morning Rush coming up.
This is Toyota Tuesday on the Morning Rush. Get by your local Toyota dealer for a test drive today. Toyota, let's go places.
We are celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales, and it's fall camping season. All remaining 2019 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and pop-ups are at rock-bottom closeout prices, including the 2019 17-foot Salem Bunkhouse with outside kitchen and power awnings, only $14,976 or $153 a month. Thank you for 50 great years at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass at Hot Springs or online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Hey there, this is Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor. As the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings on your favorite color, True Blue. During the True Blue sales event going on now at Williams Tractor, take advantage of 0% financing, cashback options, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. But hurry in, the deal's in when the year does, on December 31st.
Welcome back to Sports View. Next topic. Is it really all about power? Makes me think of Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Gives you the power to find options based on your budget. Let's go to Chuck for an irrelevant analogy.
Man, back in the day, people didn't ask how many oranges are in the crate. They just took the oranges. They didn't say, are there 6, 7, 12, 15, whatever. It was just oranges. You get me?
We get you, Chuck. In a word, oranges.
Give it to us straight with the Progressive Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
Where can you get award-winning Memphis-style barbecue in Fort Smith? Whole Hog Cafe on Borough Road across from Cisterna Plaza off 71 South. Feast on world champion barbecue with their famous potato salad and smoky sweet baked beans while watching sports on the big screen. Plan your business meeting in the banquet room that seats 40. If it's a morning meeting, the coffee is on them. And they cater any event, large or small, and provide servers if you want. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner and a convenient drive-thru for takeout orders. The new location on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith is coming soon.
End of your savings start now at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Take up to $14,000 off on remaining 2019 GMC Sierra SLTs, featuring the new body style and tons of new features. Now $14,000 off. Need third row seating? The 2019 GMC Yukon XL has tons of room and all the options and features you demand. Right now, up to $13,000 off. End of your savings start now. Save up to $14,000 off at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Spring is in the air. Not in the house, Dalton. Okay, AJ. Aw, snap, I told you not in the house. Red Kool-Aid all over the white carpet. Mom and Dad are gonna... Okay, AJ. I can't believe it. We're so in trouble. I told you so.
Thank you for calling Service Master Clean. This is Tanya. How can I help you?
Tanya, it's Dalton. for the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Think ServiceMaster Clean. Visit us online at smcleanonline.com.
Got a mystery stain on the carpet and the kids insist they don't know what it is? Or you're just ready to give the house a good spring cleaning? Call ServiceMaster Clean at 646-4087. Call today for spring specials.
ServiceMaster Clean, for the clean you expect and the service you deserve. It's okay, AJ.
Did you invest in real estate only to find out that real estate takes up too much of your time? If you answered yes, then it's time to make a call to the experts. With more than 30 years of combined property management experience and more than 16,000 units managed, Trinity Multifamily are the ones to call. Get your life back. Call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
What's wrong, dear?
I'm tire shopping, and nobody knows anything about tires.
Jody'sAuto.com sells tires.
Where we get our vehicles fixed?
And oil changes and maintenance.
What kind of tires do they sell?
Everything, all major brands. But it's the people.
Well, they've always been great with my truck.
And that's exactly how they are with tires. They know their stuff and can get you great tires at the best prices. Price match guarantee. You can see all the tires on their website, Jody'sAuto.com. Free flat repair, and free road hazard.
And how do you know all this?
Because women understand two things a whole lot better than men, convenience and trust. Jody'sAuto.com can do everything to my car. One stop, including tires, and I trust them.
That's it, convenience and trust. Best of the best trust. Jody'sAuto.com, 3 locations, 3 oil change specials, one stop for tires, service, repairs, maintenance, towing, and fleets. Since 1984, convenience and trust. Jody'sAuto.com.
Elite Roofing is a locally owned roofing contractor. If you're building a new home or maybe need a new roof on your existing home, Elite Roofing can take care of you. Elite Roofing is known for their dependability and reliability. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. They are licensed and insured, and references are available upon request. If you need a roof, call your local roofing contractors. Elite Roofing, 478-8668. That's 478-8668. Elite Roofing, 478-8668.
ESPN 95.3. The Morning Rush, streaming live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. And follow us on Twitter at HitThatLineAR.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. If you want to get on the conversation, call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. We've had a few people who texted into the Cherokee Casino hotline. If you tell me a coach's name, I'm not reading it. I'm done. We're not going into coaches' names of who Arkansas is going to get or who they should get or anything like that. We are not to that point yet. My heart and my mind, my psyche cannot take that at this point. Wait. Just wait until there's actually a change, if there is a change, and then we'll go from there. So all of you texting in Lane Kiffin, get bent. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be reading those things. Dawn in Greenwood says, bottom line is this guy is not a head coach. This is the truth. It just does not get any more complicated than that. And I mean, and there's a few of those people that have texted in with that sentiment. So, I mean, it's not anything new there. Wes in Seagraves, Texas says, I think if Chad gets another good class and done more and gets more depth, there will be a big difference between this year and next year. Which, okay, but what do you consider a big difference? Because there was supposed to be a big difference this year compared to last year. And so far, we haven't seen it. Right now, they're on pace to finish with the exact same record. They lost to San Jose State. San Jose State, that's worse than the North Texas loss last year. So, you know, I don't buy into that. I don't buy into that. I just know it's been bad. I know that people are trying to figure out how to fix it. And a lot of you are giving me terrible answers and that are not going to get read. I can't deal with this. Not this early. Wait until Tommy has to do the show by himself before you start throwing those things out there. I'm just not ready for it. Just not ready for it. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into your SEC update here on the Morning Rush.
Somebody said we've got SEC bias. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means more.
I know one thing. The SEC just got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
All right, it's time for your SEC update presented by Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear. Get your print on at the Ozarks. As if they didn't offer enough, they now offer custom printed tees and embroidery in-house. That's right, in-house. And the Ozarks has the newest and state-of-the-art printing and embroidery equipment on the market today. They got print-on tees, canvases, leather, denim, so much more. And to top it off, Ozarks embroidery machines can produce high-quality results to display your company's logo so you can wear it with pride. The holidays will be here before you know it, so hurry in and get a jump start on all the design ideas today with high-quality printing and embroidery, now available at Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear, as well as Ozark Sports and Supply off Highway 412 West, barely outside of Springdale in Tawnytown. So for your SEC update, LSU has gotten a commitment from the greatest football player of all time. It does not matter what he does on the field. He has won because of his name. DeColdest Crawford. Let me say that again. DeColdest Crawford.
That's one word?
DeColdest is, yes.
Oh, okay.
And he
That's
is
not
the
just
newest.
a description. That is his name.
That is his real name. Rumor has it his middle name is To Eva Do It.
Oh, shut up.
I'm not kidding. Like, that's actually the rumor of his middle name. I don't know if that's actually his middle name, but that was the rumor. It's more fun to think that that's actually his name. But DeColdest Crawford commits to LSU. He will, I mean, imagine if this guy, he's a wide receiver, so it's probably not going to happen. Imagine if this guy won the Heisman. Like, the greatest name. There will not be a better name than DeColdest To Eva Do It Crawford. Like, I hope that's his real middle name. But anyways, I'm happy for him, and I'm happy that he's going to LSU because I don't want him to beat up on Arkansas, but at least I want to hear Chuck Barrett on the radio broadcast say that that was a pass from whoever the LSU quarterback is down to DeColdest Crawford.
That's definitely a cooler name than Bumper Pool. I mean, Bumper Pool's a cool name.
Yeah, I'd say Bumper Pool's a cool name, but DeColdest.
Yeah.
DeColdest. These names, man, I love them. And like I said, it's always funny to hear radio broadcast or television broadcast people try to say it, but you know that's what, anytime that he's in a game, that's what they're going to bring up, is they're going to bring up his name and bring
You
up.
think that's going to get mentioned?
Oh, man. But here's the thing. The amount of stuff that gets mentioned that gets out of hand, like, for instance, Ronnie Brewer, when he played basketball at Arkansas, what was the thing they brought up? Ron Brewer's son. And he broke his arm on an elementary school playground on a water slide, and that's why he has his weird shot. It was mentioned every single game. If John Stephen Jones gets the starting job, every game it is going to be mentioned that he is Jerry Jones's grandson and some about the Dallas Cowboys and how much money he has. Like, those things are going to get mentioned.
You never know when somebody's tuning in for the first time, though, so you need to mention it every single game.
I guess. It's just filler. That's all it is. It's just filler at that point. But I get so tired of it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm done with it. I don't understand why you have to keep bringing it up every single game about and it's not just Arkansas players. They do it for everybody. I mean, they do it for everybody, and they just keep just nailing it and getting it, trying to just force it down you. I'm like, just talk about something else. Like, what does he do for hobbies? Does he like making shoes? I don't know. Is he
a cobbler?
Is he a cobbler? Does he like doing it in his spare time? Give me something like that. That's what I want to know. So, again, you guys, every one of you that are texting in about coaches' names, I told you I'm not reading any
They're
coaches.
just messing with you now.
It has to be. It has to be because Joey Freshwater got thrown in there. And for those of you who don't know who Joey Freshwater is, that's Lane Kiffin's alter ego. That's a real thing. His name's Joey Freshwater. I'm over it. I'm absolutely over it. If you actually do want to get in on the conversation, give us some real information and maybe some real comments. That's not a coach's name. Call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. Also, I guess in the other SEC news that Alabama and LSU, it is official that it will be a 2:30 game on CBS. Such a bummer. Like, if there was ever a game that needed to be at night, it needed to be that game. But with those stupid light shows that they did at Alabama for that game, I'm fine with it. I want those banned. For me, that's just a person who watches the game. I want them to forever be banned. The NCAA needs to write a resolution right now and get a call to action here. Have a meeting and say this will not stand. This aggression will not stand with the light shows at Alabama. Final segment of the Morning Rush coming up next.
This is Toyota Tuesday on the Morning Rush. Get by your local Toyota dealer for a test drive today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I like your new Toyota Tundra.
Thanks. I got a great deal on it at a Toyota tailgate event. Now I can spend my weekends out in the wilderness, tackling all sorts of terrain, kicking up rocks, barreling down deep forest trails.
Oh, totally.
Going on rough, tough, rugged journeys. You know, really just getting out and connecting with nature.
Right.
I'm talking ATVing, mountain biking, taking the boat out, weekends jam-packed with activities.
That's cool.
I mean, except on game days. On game days, I'll still be here tailgating with you.
Oh, good. Because you're the only one with a big enough grill.
Nice. Real nice.
Hurry in to the Toyota Tailgate event for a great deal on trucks made to withstand your weekend. Qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Toyota Tundra Special Edition. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com for details. Offers available in select states and in 11/4/19.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
The new Michelin silicone plates last through everything.
On a world record-breaking drive from Alaska to South America in unpredictable conditions.
Thunderstorms, ice storms, they just don't quit.
Rainier Zeitlo chose Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades with advanced Quad-Tech 4-layer coated silicone that repels water, snow, and ice and lasts 2 times longer than other blades.
It's coming down in sheets.
Real world proven. Extreme weather wiping performance. Upgrade to Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades today. Only at Walmart.
Is your home at least 10 years old and served by OG&E? OG&E is offering Arkansas customers a free weatherization program to increase your comfort and lower your bills. A trained crew will perform an energy audit at no cost to you, and if your home qualifies, our crews will install measures that will save you money. The services provided through this program are absolutely free to qualifying homes. If you could benefit from free home weatherization improvements, call OG&E at 1-800-272-9741. That's 1-800-272-9741.
The fall celebration is here at Crabtree RV. Take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models, Deer Hunter specials under $10K, and wholesale to the public prices on dozens of pre-owned RVs. And the most money for your trade. These deals are so good, it's scary. So stop in today. The new 2020s are arriving daily, and the all-new 2019 models must go. Sale ends October 31st. Only from Crabtree RV in Alma. Exit 13 off I-40. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
Dee's Family Restaurant of Alma at 39 Column Lane across from the water park is now open on Sundays. Breakfast is served all day, and our hot buffet is served from 11 to 8, 7 days a week. Our breakfast buffet is now served from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. every day. All-you-can-eat steak Thursday night, cooked order prime rib Friday night, and a seafood buffet on Saturday night. We have a party room that'll seat 50 and plenty of parking. Call ahead, 632-1014.
Always get more at Orr.
We always put the customer first at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Since 1924, the Orr family of dealerships has grown based on one simple principle. Give the customer more money for their trades and give them a lower price on their new vehicle. It's a simple concept, really, but one that very few dealers honor anymore. Hey, we know you paid a lot of money for your vehicle, and Orr Chevrolet wants to pay you the maximum amount for it today. Then we'll give you an awesome price on a new Chevrolet. But we're not done giving you more. Included with any new vehicle sold. Orr Chevy will also give you a lifetime powertrain warranty, 2 years of free maintenance, and free car washes for life. So come get a lower price and more money for your trade today at Orr Chevrolet on Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith and 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
You always get more at Orr.
Massey Ferguson tractors have arrived at Bush Machine and Tractor. They're proud to be the newest Massey Ferguson dealer in western Arkansas, providing you with a lineup of versatile Massey Ferguson tractors. They're built with straightforward power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded creature comforts, all in easy-to-drive models that are sized perfectly for your property. From the agile GC 1700 series subcompacts to larger 4700 series utility tractors. See their new Massey Ferguson lineup now at Bush Machine and Tractor in Fort Smith.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp Code. Lesson 42. This is how you say happy hour. It's happy hour. Let's go get some Bud Lights. That's it for today.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light. Crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
ESPN 95.3. We're taking it one show at a time. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on a Toyota Tuesday. Be sure to check out all new 2019 Toyota vehicles at your local Arkansas Toyota dealer, including the Highlander with plenty of room up to 8 people, the stylish new Corolla, the work-ready family Tough Tundra, and the Go Anywhere 4Runner. Toyota, let's go places. Appreciate everyone's comments here this morning. Again, Tommy Kraft's been out today. He'll be out again tomorrow. And I like to give Tommy a lot of crap. I do. Okay, if you listen to this show, it's easy to give Tommy crap. Because I was told when I was first hired here, we are not, absolutely not, allowed to take any sort of vacation time during football season. Where's Tommy at? Vacation time. But that's okay. He's the boss. Tommy deserves it. He works hard. So that's why I'm not mad about it. But I'm just going to tell Tommy about it. You got to remember me if there's ever a time, I need off, that one off. You got to remember me. But don't worry. Tommy Kraft will be back here on Thursday. You don't have to worry about it. And I know people would be really excited about it as well. Got a few text messages on the Cherokee Casino hotline. It's coming from the Casey in Ozark. Says, the Hogs may suck, but y'all's intro music never fails with The Last of the Mohicans. I love that song. Like and that's why I keep playing it.
All the music's been good today.
Well, yeah, because Tommy's gone.
That's when we play the good stuff.
That's when we bring out, instead of playing old hee-haw songs, we decided to actually come out here and play some good. We got some old Kanye West coming out here. We got some Outkast, The Last of the Mohicans.
Speaking of Kanye, have you jumped on the new album yet?
I do like his new album.
I haven't heard it.
It is pretty good. It's not for everybody, but I'm a big old Kanye fan. His first 3 albums were magnificent, with Late Registration, College Dropout, and Graduation. I mean, I love those things. And so, he's gotten a little weird, as we know.
Yeah.
And I think he's gotten a little crazy. But, hey, the music's still okay. He at least has a little bit of it. So it's not what it was for those first 3 albums, but still it's listenable. It's unlike some of the other stuff he's come out with. Yeah. This is just awful. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Nick is in Mount Ida. What's going on, Nick?
Hey, guys. How are y'all doing this morning?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
I can't complain. It would do me a licking good if I did. But you're talking about the light show and the NCAA sanctions. They should sanction it. Let me ask you this. If Arkansas was winning and there was a light show at Razorback Stadium, would it be a little bit different for you? And also, did Jerry Jones pay Nick Saban to allow his grandson or whomever to score that touchdown? I'll hang up and listen.
Appreciate the phone call. Well, for your first comment, Mick, yes, of course it would be completely different if Arkansas did and it was winning, because I wouldn't have a problem with it. But just like everything, if, for instance, if somebody went out and hired Urban Meyer, I'd be like, what a bunch of trashers. How dare you? You're going to hire that guy who has no integrity? My goodness. But if Arkansas hired him, I'd be going back and deleting any tweet I had that was anti-Urban Meyer. I'd be like, oh, this is a solid hire. Everybody deserves a second chance. And that's just the fact of the matter. That's the truth. That's how we all are. Is how we have to trash on other teams and other programs for making these decisions. But if it equates to winning, if it equates to positive success, sometimes we like to just, look away from it all and look away from the negatives of it all. But and then your other comment, as far as paying Jerry Jones paying Nick Saban or whatever to let his grandson score a touchdown? No, because Nick Saban doesn't need money. So I doubt that Jerry Jones, who also doesn't need money, he bribes him with money, because people who have a lot of money don't need money. Or at least they don't have priority on money when it comes to something as simple as, hey, let my grandson score a touchdown. Don't think that happened. It's fun to think about, but it did not happen. Justin Van Buren texting says he loves The Last of the Mohicans. I guess that's the one we've gotten the most comments on, is The Last of the Mohicans. Something about that song. I have that set, fun fact, as my alarm in the morning.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, can you think about it?
Epic way to wake up.
Well, yeah, because what's funny, and I tweeted this out a few weeks ago. What's funny is that when my alarm first goes off at 4:30, it's just the basic.
You sleep all the way till 4:30?
Sometimes.
I'm up like 20 minutes earlier.
Well, aren't you just the ultimate employee of the year? Let's get your plaque up on the wall, Matty T. Yeah, right next to Tommy's plaque. But I have an alarm that goes off, just the basic iPhone alarm. But then 5 minutes later is when The Last of the Mohicans hits. And as I say, I want to just run through a wall whenever that song just starts playing, and it gets me hyped up in the morning. So, I guess I gotta find some more epic movie tracks, because if I'm thinking about it, like Last of the Mohicans is good. We have some other ones, like I have from
You have Rudy in there.
And then Remember the Titans. I have sports themed movies, because we end with Rocky, and then Remember the Titans and Rudy, and which are all really good and really iconic. I had The Good, the Bad, the Ugly in there as well. Not the one you think of, but I think it's The Ecstasy of Gold, I think is what it's called, the actual song. But it's very familiar with that movie. So there's just certain soundtracks or certain, themes from movies that just get you going for whatever reason.
We should get some suggestions for other epic movie themes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm always open to suggestions when it comes to that, because as I have found out working here, and I'm glad you're here, Matty T. This is the main reason I actually wanted to hire you. It's not because of your just amazing brilliance at radio. I needed somebody here that I can actually talk movies and television with, because Tommy's got a lot on his plate, and he's too busy to watch television and movies.
I don't think he watches movies at all.
Not really, no. I asked him when was the last time he actually went to like a movie in a theater, and I don't even think he could tell me. And then I think he figured it out, and the movie he told me was like something that came out like 8 years ago. So he's not one that is a moviegoer or really a television guy. He likes the show Billions. I know he likes that. So there's a few shows. He likes Mad Men way back when. And then then Ty's here, and Ty likes nothing but rom-coms. And
in the OC.
He's watching the OC now. And I'm like, dude, I was in middle school when that was coming out, and all the girls watched it at middle school, and even then I thought it was lame. And you're binge watching the OC? Come on, man. Don't do that. So I can't talk with him about shows and movies, because obviously we have different tastes in movies. Nothing against 10 Things I Hate About You. Love the movie. Just not my all-time favorite.
Well, I'm definitely the movie guy.
And that's what I'm saying, is that Matty T's over here, and Matty T has a very vast knowledge of movies and shows. And, we can have disagreements, I'm sure, on the ones we like, when we don't like. But I'm glad I have somebody that I can talk about these things.
You still need to see the Joker movie.
That's one I got to see.
And then you can skip Zombieland too.
I'm not going to see that one. I enjoyed the original Zombieland, but I have a rule against sequels. It depends on the sequel. It depends on the sequel.
You really don't like remakes.
I know I hate remakes. These Disney remakes, I'm triggered. Like
I'm more tolerant than you are.
Yeah, I guess so. You're just a little more tolerant than I am, but I just can't deal with them. And I do. And there's certain shows that I like. I loved Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Loved Game of Thrones. Don't get me started on the ending.
I liked the Netflix Breaking El Camino.
El Camino was.
I think I liked it more than you did.
Yeah, I mean, no, and it's one that I didn't like. Yeah. It wasn't anything mind blowing. It was just more like
didn't need it.
No, it was just more like a nice little send off to what happened to Jesse.
And to that, it almost maybe is better when you don't know what happens.
Yeah.
You didn't know. Did he? Does he get caught by the police? And then
it's kind of like the ending of Sopranos.
Yeah.
You don't really
know.
You
need to know what happens after it goes to black?
I would have liked to.
Yeah.
I would have liked to, but again, it's become such a cult thing, and they can't remake that now because James Gandolfini's now
I think
dead.
they're doing like a prequel with his son playing a younger version of him.
May be interesting, I guess. But a lot of people texting in about The Last of the Mohicans. They say it's the best soundtrack ever. Do a lot more of the songs like The Last of the Mohicans. All right, well, we'll try to figure that out.
There's a good suggestion. Who's the guy's name there? It's cut off on the thing. From Van Buren. Both of y'all need to watch Watchmen on HBO. I wondered how that is.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. You talking about Bradford and Van Buren? Yeah, both. He says Watchmen on HBO. That's all I said. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I saw the preview for it. It looked pretty interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you got to watch.
There's just not enough time in the day.
Well, it's like, listen, there's certain like when the Dumb and Dumber sequel came out, I'm like, we didn't need this.
I didn't hate it though.
It's just there's certain things you just don't touch, man. There's the originals you don't mess with.
You said the Jurassic Park sequels, they were terrible. You know, Jurassic Park, the Lost World.
I like the Lost World. Okay.
Jurassic Park 3 though.
3 was trash.
Yeah.
3 was trash. I did not like Jurassic World that
much
like any
either.
Of those? It was the first one was okay, but it wasn't. It's the gold standard of the original Jurassic Park's just incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's amazing. So
I just like dinosaurs so much. I don't mind what they're doing as long as they're running around.
No, like I said, there's an element of that that's cool, but it's just the storyline of it all. See, this is what I love about this show. Talk sports. We get a bunch of text messages.
It's like, it just filled up.
Talk movies and shows. We can't even keep up with the amount of them that's coming in.
Oh, my God. Winner right there.
What's that?
Back to the Future. Conversation's over. Back to the Future is the best trilogy ever made.
Really? You think the Back to I'm not hating on it.
No, dude, Back to the Future is my favorite. All-time favorite. Yeah.
Listen, I love Back to the Future as well.
Look at my apartment now, like all of this stuff that I talk about having to bring, when I moved here.
It's all Back to the
Future stuff.
Back to the Future stuff. I love Back to the Future. That's one of those movies that it doesn't matter if it's on, I got to watch it. And it's so weird because it's so like dated,
Oh, yeah, it is.
Like
and then
from
the
the
stuff
80s.
with his mom trying to get with him and everything.
Yeah, like you can't make that in 2019. Not in this day and age. Taz and Flippin says, what about Ozark? I started watching Ozark. I got to get back and watch that. Porter says Forrest Gump is the most underrated soundtrack of all time. It's a good soundtrack. I don't know if it's the most underrated.
We're talking about the score.
Yeah. For instance, like Interstellar and Inception, those great movies by Christopher Nolan with the Hans Zimmer doing the soundtracks of them all. God, this is making me sound like such a nerd, but I don't care. I'm fine with it.
Your girlfriend holds you hold her purse and then you nerd out.
What's that?
You hold your girl's purse and then you nerd out on movies.
And nerd out on movies. That's right. So I'm fine with it. I love movies. Chad and W says, and from Northwest Arkansas, Longmire. I haven't watched that one. Huh. I'm trying to think of any other ones I need to watch. Because like I said, I was a big Game of Thrones person. I still to this day refuse to acknowledge the ending, the final season of that.
The episodes where they had like Starbucks cups and stuff just hanging around.
Yeah, like what are y'all doing? Like you have unlimited funding. You have unlimited
dollars on episodes and they leave a Starbucks cup.
See, this is bad. I'm glad we're bringing this up at the end of the show because it's going to make me mad all over again. Like you had unlimited resources, unlimited money, and the best you could come up with that steaming pile of trash. Like that is awful. I'm sorry. I cannot do that. Derek and Roger says Danny Elfman has done more soundtracks than anyone else. Danny Elfman's good. Did the original He did a lot of Tim Burton movies.
Right, yep.
I know that. Did the original Batman movie as well as Pee-wee Herman.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, yeah. Craig and Greenwood says Yellowstone is unreal. See, these are great suggestions.
Oh, it's Kevin Costner.
Yeah, Kevin Costner's in that one. I've heard good things about that as well. But seriously, folks, if you have any like suggestions on some good soundtrack music, some epic scores, if you will, we'll make it happen. I'm a big John Williams fan. Not the radio guy, but the actual like John Williams from Star Wars, Indiana Jones,
Speaking
all that
Star
stuff.
Wars, the Mandalorian or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
This Bounty Hunter show.
Yeah, the Bounty Hunter show.
Pretty awesome.
I could get down with that. Derek and Rogers always said the Peaky Blinders. See, man, there's just too many shows these days. I can't keep up. There's way too many, and it's not a bad thing because I love shows and I love to watch them. But sometimes we got to figure out more time to be able to use our time elsewhere. So I don't know, but maybe I'll just one day when I retire from my millions in radio, I'll be able to watch all these shows. Well, appreciate everybody that's been listening into the Morning Rush today. For Matty T, I am John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel. Tomorrow morning, have a great day, everybody. We will see you then.